The stream breathe for just a second here. Make sure that everything is nice and stable all across the YouTube platform. Welcome in Broncos country to this Denver Broncos Syndicate live stream as your Denver Broncos are set to take on the Atlanta Falcons in their first preseason game of the 2026 season. Denver Broncos football is back. I'm your host, Gage Madrid. We're going to let a few people start streaming on in here before we officially get underway. While we do so, let's go ahead and take care of some housekeeping matters, guys. If you could just do me a big favor and smash the like button on this stream, as well as subscribe and ring the bell, so these videos and streams appear in your notification feed, I would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support, helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a YouTube channel member today, or even better, a supporter on Patreon. Links to do both of those are in the description below. Let's go ahead and say hi here to Crumble, who's the first person in the chat. Broncos football is back. Let's go, baby. I am so excited. Even though we are not going to see Bo Nix in this game, we figure to see a healthy dose of pretty much all the other starters. Zach Allen, Pat Surtain, Nick Bonito. Almost all of these guys figure to see action in this game. So we're going to be seeing all of our stars. The Atlanta Falcons are playing their starters for at least a drive in this one. Tua Tagovailoa is the starting quarterback. Michael Penix is not quite ready to go as he makes his way back from a knee injury. We've got Dylan Earl in the house. What's going on, Dylan? Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. So about 15 plays for the Denver Broncos starters. Jarrett Stidham is going to start the game for the Broncos, and he is going to play the entire first half. Sam Ehlinger is going to come in and play the entire second half. We already have 14 people in the house. Thank you guys so much. Maverick says, made it right on, man. Maverick has been out here. We've watched training camp together, so I'm really excited to have Maverick out for another practice. Sorry, guys. Just got to check something on the TV here. All right. All good. All good. We are about 7 minutes away from the broadcast officially starting on 9 News. I imagine it'll be another 5 minutes after that when the game officially kicks off. So if you guys need to go use the restroom, get your drinks, get your snacks, do whatever you guys need to do, this is the time to go ahead and do that. Dylan says, go Broncos. Lanks in the house says, football is back. D-Rock in the house saying, sup, Gage in chat. What's going on, D-Rock? One of the longtime supporters and mainstays here on Broncos Syndicate. We got Mike Kliss and Scotty Gange breaking things down. The Broncos are rocking a new uniform combination tonight. So we've got blue helmets, white jerseys, orange pants, and this is the new part, blue socks. I think it's a really clean look. I think it stands out well on TV. The Atlanta Falcons are rocking their brand new uniforms for the first time. I think this is a really good look for Atlanta, going back to the red. It's a classic OG look for them that I don't understand why they departed from, to be perfectly honest. We got Supreme in the house saying, let's go, we back. It's preseason for the uniforms too, says Lanks. I like them. I think they look good, man, and I think the Broncos are going to be experimenting a little bit more with various sock combinations to kind of spice up the uniforms a little bit. We're now in year 3 of the uniforms, and we still haven't unlocked all of the possible combinations yet. That's the beauty of having the shirts and the pants and all that stuff interchangeable. Looks like they're currently talking some CU. They held their media day today. I miss being able to cover CU. That channel got shut down, unfortunately. As far as players who I'm expecting to make an impact in this game, man, I think that there are multiple different candidates. Let's go ahead and briefly gloss over this list here. We already broke all these players down in depth. You got your backup quarterback competition, Jarrett Stidham and Sam Ehlinger. You've got Jonah Coleman set to make his Denver Broncos debut. Pat Bryant, who's been the talk of training camp. Hakeem Butler and Colby Katz, as both of these guys have had really good camps at wide receiver. Your rookie tight ends, Justin Jolie and Dallin Bentley. Lucas Kroll's had a pretty good camp, so I'm excited to see him. Cage Casey's been a monster out there. The center situation is going to be a little bit interesting. We initially thought Alex Forsythe was going to be able to play. Mike Kliss tweeted out that he was going to play, but he's not. He is not in uniform, and he will not be out there, so we got to monitor Gavin Ortega as well as Calvin Throckmorton at that center position to see who ends up standing out. And if we don't have any issues with bad snaps or anything like that, it definitely is cause for concern. Tyler Miller, rookie tackle, undrafted free agent out of Iowa State. He is a massive dude, man. 6'9", 335 pounds, moves like a gazelle, built like a mammoth. Excited to see him out there. Supreme, thank you so much for the $2, my man. Really appreciate it. Helps keep the lights on here at Broncos Syndicate. Wishing you even more success, brother. Great job. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate those words. Malcolm Roach, Anu Wazurike, Tyler Onyedam's been awesome in training camp. Savion Jones, Jordan Jackson. I'm excited to see all these guys on the D-line. Edge rusher, we're all happy to see Q Robinson out there in his second season, but Johnny Walker, Drew Sanders, definitely looking to make an impact as well, especially Johnny Walker. Red Murdoch's been a beast. We've talked about him. Corrine Reed, Torian York kind of fighting it out for that fourth linebacker spot. Jahdae Barron and Brent Austin, they've both been really awesome. Sean Fresh Jr., he's somebody who has definitely made an impact. I mean, Jahdae Barron, he's had his moments, but he's got to get better there. I don't know why I said he's been awesome, but I meant to say Sean Fresh. Anyway, Miles Scott, he's looking to make an impact, and he's probably the 7th-round pick who has the lowest odds of making the team right now out of the 3 that the Denver Broncos selected. So that is something that we're going to have to monitor here is, can Miles Scott stand out? Oops, let's go ahead and go back here. Sorry about that, guys. We got Tim in the house saying, following from Alaska, go Broncos. Maverick says he's excited to see Pat Bryant. I don't know how long Bryant's going to be in there for. I'm assuming he's going to be among the contingent of players that exits after the first drive or two. He's going to be out there with the starters. I'm excited to see guys like Hakeem Butler and Colby Katzis and Cam Ross. Can some of these back-end wide receivers make an impact and maybe make a case to either make the 53-man roster or possibly the practice squad? All right, looks like we're about 3 minutes from the game broadcast beginning here. We'll check the audio levels in just 1 second. I can't have the game audio too high. I don't want the YouTube stream service thing to flag us because we've had some issues with these streams getting blacklisted before, and I definitely do not want that to happen. We got Ronnie saying, I hope Sam Ehlinger is a second-string quarterback, not Jarrett Stidham. It's been a tight competition, but neither one of them's really separated in a good way. I'd say Ehlinger's been the better quarterback, but both of them have their issues. Jarrett Stidham has completely lost his confidence. He's holding onto the ball too long. He's being indecisive. He's taking would-be sacks. Sam Ehlinger is being a little bit too aggressive at times, throwing the ball into double coverage, making boneheaded decisions. So his play style is a little bit more risky at this point. I don't know if we could trust either one of them to go out in a game if Bo Nix missed any time. So I believe that this is going to prove critical for both of those guys making a case to even be on this roster. There is a very real chance that the backup quarterback for the Denver Broncos is not on the roster right now. Hakeem Butler is huge, man. Maverick has seen him in person out at training camp. He is a big physical specimen, not the fastest guy in the world, but he can definitely use his size to box out small defenders. He's got an insane catch radius. He can go up and high point those 50-50 balls, and we've definitely seen that from him in training camp, making crazy catches on back shoulder fades or high pointing the ball in the end zone, just basically going in there and playing basketball. We've seen all of that from Hakeem Butler, and I'm excited to see it in game action. This is going to be his first NFL game action in a while. He's been a star in the UFL, but hasn't really gotten much of a chance in the NFL. I'm so excited to watch Butler. I don't have any way to watch, so going to rely on you relating the action. Definitely will, man. Definitely will. It's been a while since we've done play-by-play. This is our first game stream since Christmas, but hopefully I'm not too rusty at it. Lanksass wins kickoff. So the broadcast is about to start any second now, and I assume it's going to be about 5 minutes after that. Kickoff 4 p.m. Pacific. Well, I don't think they're going to kick off directly at 4 p.m. Pacific. It's probably going to be more like 4:05 Pacific, 5:05 Mountain Time. Looks like we're actually getting ready to start the broadcast now, so let's go ahead and bring that in, Broncos country. You'll have to let me know if the audio is good, if you guys can hear it okay. I'm here for Owazurike and Tillman. Let's go. Gage, you got this, brother. Yeah, I know I got this. It's just been a while since I've done it. Also, we've got some thunderstorms here in the Denver area right now. So I am really hoping that that doesn't mess up our signal here. Obviously, that would be less than ideal. Like, we've been waiting all this time for the Broncos to play a game. It's a road game, so I can't be there, and we have a thunderstorm. But looks like we're good now. Yeah, I know, Maverick, you're up more on the north side. Thunderstorms up there as well. Yeah. All right, let's go. We got Steve Levy and Ryan Harris on the call here for 9 News. What are notable injuries going into the season, asked Supreme. So far, we've got Jalen Waddle is probably the big one. He's dealing with a soft tissue injury. It doesn't seem like it's anything major. The only 2 season-ending injuries we've suffered have been to more backup players, center Michael Dieter, Matt Henningsen, defensive line. BK, good to see you, my man. Running backs need to go off, and we need to stuff the run. We are going against some teams with good running backs in the regular season, and Atlanta has some good running backs with Bijan Robinson, who does figure to play a little bit in this game. Even some of their backup guys are solid, so this is going to be some good work for our run defense, and Atlanta's front is no joke either, so this is going to be great trench work for the Broncos. There's Bo. He's not playing tonight. He will play next week at home against Green Bay and the following week at home against the Minnesota Vikings as well. Most wins by an NFL quarterback in NFL history in his first 2 seasons with 24. He is tied with Russell Wilson. Starting center is Calvin Throckmorton, BK, so a little bit concerned about that. Kim, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. We're back, Broncos country. Indeed. I'm so stoked, man. Training camp's fun and all, but nothing beats the real thing. Do we know if Waddle's playing next week? We do not. We do not at this time. They said 5 or 6 practices. We're getting pretty close to that as far as how much time he would miss, so I'm leaning yes, but we have no way of knowing for sure. Sean Payton likes to keep that information tight to the vest. Well, we got some people in here, and right before we kick off, you could just do me a favor and smash the like button on this stream, as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos and streams appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it. It tells YouTube to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a YouTube channel member today, or even better, a supporter on Patreon. Links to do both of those in the description below. And we've got the super chat button. If you want to throw a couple bucks this way, help keep the lights on here at Broncos Syndicate, that is always appreciated. Shout out to Supreme and shout out to Ethan, who threw me 10 bucks in the pregame show. All right, guys. We got one last commercial break here. So, yeah, sounds like kickoff's going to be right about at that 5:05 time. We're definitely going to see Gavin Ortega, BK. He was running with the second team, so we're probably going to see him in the second half. He's a physically imposing specimen, dude. He definitely gets after it. He's just got to learn how to snap the football. That's the only big bugaboo with Gavin Ortega right now. So these are going to be some really good reps for him. Obviously, you don't want to see injuries at all, but for a guy like Gavin Ortega, an undrafted free agent, he's got an opportunity here. Yeah, exactly. He is an athlete. He moves well, and he's a physically imposing specimen. So, yeah, man, Gavin Ortega, we know what he brings to the table here. We know that he's got some really good traits to him. It's all about honing in on these traits, and like I said, this is a good opportunity for him, kind of making a positive out of a negative here with these injuries. It gives another guy an opportunity to go out there and make some plays happen. Yeah, Sinner's great. He just needs to learn how to snap the ball. But in all seriousness, you can tell that Ortega is a smart player. He's handling all the checks at the line of scrimmage really well. The Broncos clearly trust him in that area. But like I said, the number one job of the center position is getting the ball in the breadbasket of the quarterback. He's had some low snaps, but he's had a lot of high snaps, and that's destroyed plays. It's one of the main reasons why Bo Nix isn't playing in this game, man. If you have a high snap over the quarterback's head, he's got to go back to get it, and you could have him take an unnecessary hit and get injured. We do not want that to happen. Hopefully we don't see too many injuries in the regular season. I'm with you. Fingers crossed there. At this point, it's a little bit frustrating because it feels like the injury rate's been a little bit higher for the Broncos than it was at this point last year. All right, guys. So, looks like Denver is going to receive the ball first. Atlanta's kickoff unit is on the field. Let's go. We are ready to kick off. There's VJ. Possibly his last season as the Broncos defensive coordinator. Me too, BK. Me too, dude. Feels good to be home. Feels good to be home. All right, Nick Folk set to kick off, and we're underway from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Fielding the return here is going to be Cameron Ross, undrafted free agent for the Broncos. It gets it up to about the 31-32 yard line. And that is where we're going to see Jarrett Stidham and this Broncos first team offense. Kim, I don't know if it's being nationally televised. I believe you're out on the East Coast, right? But here in Denver, it's on 9 News. Jarrett Stidham, 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions in his NFL career. Denver Broncos begin with a 2 tight end set. It's going to be Adam Prentice motioning to an I formation. 1 receiver on each side. Play action, Jarrett Stidham, nice pocket, fires, comeback route is complete. On the right sideline, guess who? Pat Bryant. He has been the talk of training camp every single day, making a big play, coming out, making one right here. Yeah, we got the old Sunday Night Football graphics. I like it. And I also like Pat Bryant just coming back to the football right there. Really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. So, first down and 10 for the Denver Broncos after a good opening play. From the 46-yard line, their own 46. 2 tight ends to the right. Going to hand it off here. Taking it forward to about the midfield stripe is R.J. Harvey. Solid blocking up ahead. Call it second down and 5. I hope they don't stagger the preseason games at all. It's only on 9 News because I can't stream it anywhere else. Thankful for the stream. Well, thankful for you guys tuning in. Third play from the midfield stripe. Second down and 6. Stiddy fires. A little in-breaking route there to Cortland Sutton right at the sticks. Good physical catch. They're going to mark him a little bit short. So third down and about half a yard here for the Broncos. This might be a fun opportunity to give Jonah Coleman the rock and see what he can do with it here. Calvin Throckmorton getting the start at center for the Denver Broncos today. Jarrett Stidham lining up under center here. R.J. Harvey is in the backfield. I formation with Adam Prentice. And they're going to give it to Prentice. And he's got the first down and more. Gain of about 4 yards there to the 41-yard line. So, just up the gut with your fullback. Nothing fancy at all. Actually running behind Calvin Throckmorton. And Prentice picks up the first down. Yep, and we're seeing Davis Webb operate for the first time as the Denver Broncos offensive play caller. I'd say a decent mix so far. Obviously, don't want to give anything away. We've seen plenty of pre-snap motion so far, which is a welcome sight here in Denver. First down and 10 now. From the Atlanta 41-yard line. 11 personnel. Troutman's the tight end. Stidham's going deep, and it is caught! Caught down to the 1-yard line. Cortland Sutton, middle of the field. So we got an explosive play. Jarrett Stidham, Cortland Sutton. And this passing game is looking on point so far, even with the backup quarterback. Stuff you love to see right here, man. A little bit of a high snap there by Throckmorton. Stidham feeds it well. Man, great job by Sutton boxing out Mike Hughes right there with his size. and gets a cheek down at the 1. First down and goal from the 1-yard line. I formation again. RJ Harvey is the back. Troutman the tight end. Give it to Prentice again. Touchdown, Denver. So, Adam Prentice, 2 carries on this drive. One of them for a first down. This one here for a touchdown. 2 explosive passing plays. We're back, folks. We are back. This offense is already looking on point. So, we already saw a nice little mix right there. Some pre-snap motion, run game, pass game. Getting the big fullback involved there with Adam Prentice. Getting Bryant involved. Getting Cortland Sutton involved. Good stuff, man. That was a strong opening drive by the Broncos. As well as that win, would not surprise me at all if it's good night Irene for the starters. Stiddy's going to play the rest of the first half, but I think we saw what we needed to see from the starting offensive line, even with Throckmorton in there. 6 plays, 69 yards. Looks like those are starters for Atlanta, Kim. Yeah, not all their starters are in there, but I'm seeing quite a few. So that was a great job, man. Denver went downfield like a knife cutting through butter. Excellent start. And Davis Webb implementing kind of his own flair into this offense. Now we're about to see what this defense is going to look like. And it seems this defense is going to be at full strength. I don't believe there are going to be any starters not playing on the defensive side of the ball. D-Rock with the $10. Thank you so much, says LFG Broncos. Cheers, brother. Really appreciate you. Denver has yet to trail in the 2026 season. Let's go, baby. Best team in the league. BK says we used a fullback a bunch of times last year. Yeah, we did. We did. But it's fun getting him involved in a preseason game and getting the big man a touchdown. But what I like the most about that is the pre-snap motion, because it gives you clues about what the defense is in pre-snap. Are they in man coverage? Are they in zone coverage? What way are the safeties going to rotate? All of that information can be diagnosed pre-snap by motion. So it's Davis Webb giving some clues and giving context clues basically to the quarterback. Yeah, that was a great start. Great start indeed. Snarf Bucket says pray for Tua. Yep. Tua Tagovailoa is going to start here for the Atlanta Falcons. We figure to see all the Falcons starters. I'm assuming that includes Bijan Robinson, which is going to be an excellent test here for our defense. Just like BK said earlier, man, we want to see if this run defense can hold up, because there were various points last year where it didn't. Even though Denver won the Buffalo game. Oh, yes, thank you. Update the score. Even though Denver won the Buffalo game, the run defense struggled mightily in that one. We cannot get away with that. So, definitely need to showcase that we can stuff the run up front without John Franklin Myers, who admittedly wasn't the best run defender in the world. He was more of a pass rusher, but still. All right, we're back. 6 plays, 69 yards. 3 minutes, 17 seconds, 1 yard, Adam Prentice touchdown. Some receptions from Cortland Sutton and Pat Bryant in that one. Saw some nice explosive plays. Great opening drive. We better see a lot of Red Murdoch. I think we're going to see him mostly in the second half. I've seen enough. Give Davis his gold jacket. 40 people in the house, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, Ricky, the Stars are playing on defense. Falcons actually do have a pretty solid defense, but they do have Jalen Walker, who's now out for the season. I don't know if James Pierce was out there for that drive, but he's going to be suspended. Yep, Pat Surtain, Nick Benito, Zach Allen, all those guys taking the field right now. City looking confident after throwing a chest pass in the playoffs. Great bounce back. All right, Tua Tagovailoa and the Falcons offense is in there. Kyle Pitts. Is Bijan in the game? Cannot tell if Bijan is in the game. Looks like London is. Tua's under center. First down and 10. Handoff here. Who's the back? It is not Bijan. Brian Robinson, ball carrier, former Washington Commander and San Francisco 49er. And good stuff up front there by the Denver Broncos defense, man. Really nice stuff on the first play. So that answers our early question. Second down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Tua in the shotgun. Uh-oh, fumble the snap, has to fall on top of it. Malcolm Roach touches him down. Big loss on the play. Was it a rolled snap? Nope, Tua just kind of wasn't ready for it, it looked like. That was a really awkward start to that play. So now third down and 15. Really good start for both sides of the ball. Two receivers in a stack to the left side. Denver playing off coverage, protecting the sticks. Tua's going to check it underneath here in the flats. Kyle Pitts, and he is wrapped up by guess who? Jahdae Barron. So Jahdae Barron was in there in the Denver Broncos dime set on third down and long, and he's able to make the tackle. So we were excited to see Jahdae Barron in this game. Could he make a play? BK just talked about and disappointed to see him on the bench after we drafted him at 20. Well, good job holding on to Pitts' ankle right there and getting him down. Nice stuff in the open field. 4th and 7. So Denver with a quick 3 and out. Here's the punt. Sean Fresh back to accept it. Fresh, a really good return man for the UFL St. Louis Battlehawks, and he is tripped up inside the 15-yard line. So 9:51 to go in this first quarter. Denver's second offensive drive coming up. And looks like Pat Bryant and the main guys are still out there going in for the second drive. So Sean Payton meant it when he said starters would go about 15 plays. So 6 plays on the last drive. It'll get us to about 12 plays if we have another 6-play drive here. So, yeah, that makes sense. About 2 drives. Yeah, good stuff by Jahdae Barron, man. Definitely what we like to see. Because Barron struggled. There's no doubt about it. Barron struggled as a rookie just trying to find a role. And it seems the Broncos have a very clear idea what they want to do with him now. They want to use him in that dime backer role. They want to use him as a backup boundary corner and a backup nickel. And it's good to see him out there making a play. BK says, let's see some Jonah Coleman now. I agree. I definitely agree. It is time. Yeah, we do. We have a good problem at DB. All right. We've got, looks like 21 people in the house right now. Numbers have fluctuated a little bit. Moss could never. I mean, they play completely different positions, though. Yeah, I mean, the safety room has some question marks. We're kind of hoping some of these question marks get resolved today, but corner, certainly. Denver's got an absolute gold mine of riches at that position. Let's see how Wazirike does in that JFM role. I think that it's actually going to be Malcolm Roach in the JFM role, and then Wazirike in Malcolm Roach's old role as kind of the backup rotational defensive tackle. I think that Wazirike will get a few snaps at D end, but I believe that's how it's going to predominantly work its way out. Dermeyer says, I'm a huge JL Skinner guy. Watch him make plays today. I hope so, because I'm not going to lie, it's been kind of a tough camp for JL Skinner. He's been on the trailing end of some big plays in the passing games, so definitely want to see him stand out a little bit. All right, starters are back out for the second drive. 9:51 to go in the first quarter. Jarrett Stidham is 3 for 3 for 59 yards. I formation, so we've seen a lot of heavy personnel so far for the Broncos in this one. Give it to Harvey, and he's going to get about 2 yards where he is stood up. Looked like might have had a lane to rush up the middle and cut it more to the right. So, players to watch according to the broadcast, Sam Ehlinger, Jonah Coleman, Pat Bryant. We've talked about all these guys. We going to see some Evan Ingram action? Haven't seen him so far. I'm curious if he's going to run with the twos because he has been running with the twos in camp quite a bit. With all these heavy sets, obviously you have more of your blocking guys in there with Troutman. Another offset I formation with Troutman and Prentice in again. Back to Harvey. Nice surge and burst on that run. Pick up a 6. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. Alrighty, Ethan, see you back at halftime. Can we get some Justin Jolie action? I imagine we'll see that in the second half. Sutton, regular season form already. All right, 3rd down and 1. Are we going to go Adam Prentice again? It's I formation again here. 2 tight ends, Ingram and Troutman. This time it's Harvey, a little power run, Prentice with a block. Troy Franklin getting nasty in there, and that is going to be a 1st down. So, 2 short yardage situations. They go with Adam Prentice. This time they go with R.J. Harvey, and it moves the chains. This offense looking smooth and methodical so far, and we don't even have our starting quarterback in there. Really, really positive stuff. Of course, these are all vanilla looks, going against vanilla defenses, but still. 1st down and 10 now. From their own 27-yard line, Troy Franklin goes in motion. We're seeing pre-snap motion almost every play. Back to Harvey. Not much there. Stuffed right at the line. Maybe they give him a yard. 7.5 to play now in this 1st quarter. Keys to the game, Broncos versus Falcons. First of all, win. I mean, everything matters but the final score in the preseason, but of course you want to win. There's our first shot of Sean Payton. Execute and then play fast. Execute on 3rd down especially. 2nd down and 10. Pressure's coming. Jarrett Stidham floats it. Oh, hello! Cortland Sutton, one-handed catch. Going up on C.J. Henderson, a former 1st-round pick. Yo, man. What a catch by Sutton. Stiddy floated it up. Not a very good throw, but Sutton with just an absolutely acrobatic one-handed catch. Holy smokes. Up-tempo here. Give it to Harvey. Or actually, nope, first carry for Jonah Coleman. Jonah Coleman in the game, picking up a couple of yards. Really excited to see more and more of him as the night goes on. Dude, what the hell? Cortland heard our complaints about the hands? I guess so, man. Snarf Bucket says, I like the commitment to the run, Davis. Indeed. Obviously, a big complaint for a lot of people last year was Sean Payton abandoning the run at times. We have not seen that here. 2nd down and 7 now. 11 personnel, bunch formation to the right. A little handoff here. Up the middle, it's Coleman. Squirting forward for maybe 2. 3rd down and 5 coming up. So my main complaints with Jonah Coleman coming out were apprehensive vision and at times a lack of burst last year. He's alleviated a lot of these concerns for me in training camp, but I'm ready to see him have a nice big explosive run here in the preseason game. 3rd down and 6. 3 receivers set to the right side. Evan Ingram on a wing to the left. Ingram is on a cross. Stidham, ooh, a little bit behind Ingram there. But still completes it short of the line to gain. It's preseason. You got to go for it here on 4th down. Captain, no, Sean is not calling plays. Davis Webb, the offensive coordinator, is calling plays. Yep, not a great throw right there by Jarrett Stidham. I don't know if that was a miscommunication. It looks like they're bringing the offense off the field. I would have gone for it. I mean, it's 4th down. It's a preseason game. You should always go, but no, they're going to give a rep here to Jeremy Crawshaw. Zachariah Branch, 3rd-round rookie for Atlanta, is back deep to accept the punt. Fair caught at the 15-yard line. I don't know why you punt there. I mean, I get you want to get some reps in the return game, but You also want to go for it on 4th down in the preseason, bro. Well, Coleman's short, but he's stocky. Like, you can definitely see the muscle mass with Jonah Coleman in person. Yep, Evan Ingram sighting, but not a great throw by Jarrett Stidham right there. Threw it behind. Captain, actually, I think Webb is a little bit more complicated with what he's bringing to the table. A lot of pre-snap motion, but it feels like his play sequencing has been on point so far. Of course, we've only had 2 drives, but it feels like we've had a good balance of the pass game and the run game. So that's all good to see. And all the pre-snap motion that we're seeing is something that we didn't see a whole lot of from Sean Payton. So those are the immediate changes that we notice with this offense. We're going to see a lot more of it as we get into the regular season where you're not being vanilla. Especially knowing Branch is a really good returner. I mean, I get you want to get your coverage unit some reps right there, but I still would have gone for it. Oh, did they call that a drop? Okay. I didn't realize he dropped it. Jesus. I get Bo and Sean get blamed a lot for Evan Ingram, and he almost never steps up when he's called. I tried telling people. I mean, that wasn't a great throw, but still, like, that's a common theme. That is a common theme with Evan Ingram, man. It's just, he needs to be more physical at the point of the catch. He looks good in training camp when there are no pads on. Yeah, but then once you actually get into the games, he doesn't step up. I mean, the reason why Sean Payton gave up play calling is because he really believes in Davis Webb, and he didn't want to lose Webb to an offensive coordinator job elsewhere. Webb was going to be an OC somewhere out there, but ultimately, Sean Payton decided that's going to be here in Denver, and Sean loves the innovation that he brings. Looks like starters still out for both teams. David, no, Sean is not calling plays. Davis Webb is. Under center handoff here. Squirting forward is Brian Robinson for a gain of about 6 yards. Jonathan Cooper in on the tackle. So Cooper is playing in these preseason games. He was not suspended. Obviously, it's way too early in the process to do so. The league handed down a bunch of suspensions today. Cooper not one of them. He does figure to be on the field for week 1 at this point in time. Little dump off here. Pressure in the face of Tua. Gets it to Kyle Pitts. And Pitts has a first down going out of bounds on the left sideline. There's a flag. Alan Eck is our referee, who actually is an Atlanta native, so might have some bias towards the Falcons in this one. Feels like Denver never gets Scott Novak as a ref, who is a Denver native. But here Atlanta gets the hometown guy in Alan Eck. Still trying to figure out what this is here. Preseason for the officials, too. Up, defensive hold, penalty declined. Jaquan McMillan, the guilty party. They'll go ahead and take the play. They had a first down. Let's see. Yep. Gets a little bit tangled up right there. That's a good call. First down and 10. Tua under center. Quarters shell for Denver on defense. 5 down linemen. Play action. Tua. Man's open in the flat. Pressure by Jonah Ellis. And he throws it at the feet of Kyle Pitts. Justin Sternon in coverage. So Jonah Ellis, he's made some plays in training camp and forces an incompletion right there. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped. 4:14 to play in the first quarter. There's Kevin Stefanski, first-year head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. 2nd and 10 and a flag. False start Falcons. It's going to back them up 5.
There's a piece of this first preseason game, too. You got to get your conditioning, and part of the conditioning is your ability to focus. And there the Falcons already...
Huff as a missile. Now, do we expect a suspension to come for Cooper? I would say be prepared. Yes, but we got to let the legal process play out first, and it seems that's going to be a little bit delayed. So we're going to have him at least for the first part of the season. Condensed formation here for Atlanta. Tua Tagovailoa, pressure. Ooh, off-platform throw. That is caught by Kyle Pitts. Looked like he dropped it at first, but he does hold on. Short gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and long here for the Falcons. So Stefanski coming over as the head coach from Cleveland to Atlanta. Had a real short end of the stick there in Cleveland, so I'm excited to see him get an opportunity with a real NFL franchise. 3rd down and 11. Pitts in the slot here for Atlanta. Tua, pressure from Cooper. He's got to get rid of it. Cooper and Benito both screaming in Tua's face right there, and he's just got to throw it away. 4th down and 11, and Denver's defense gets off the field. Give up 1 first down. Atlanta has a penalty. Cooper dips underneath the backup right tackle there for the Falcons. They're trying to figure out that position. Caleb McGarry, their longtime starter at that position, retired. And remember, they have 2 lefty quarterbacks, so that's their blindside protector. Not a good rep at all. Jake Bailey to punt it away here for Atlanta. Cameron Ross to accept this punt. Flag flies. Ross, nice little return here, but I think it's going to be coming back. Those flags are more often than not on the return team. 3:20 left to play here in the first. Yeah, Tua is feeling the heat already, man. Well, they also have Drake London, Dermeyer. Yep. J.L. Skinner, the guilty party there, gets a penalty in the punt return game. Unfortunately, Skinner has had a tough training camp, so that does not help his case. Stidham going back out there. We'll see who goes out with him. Will it be the starters or will it be the second team? Stidham is going to play the entire first half. Sam Ehlinger is set to play the entire second half. We will see Bo Nix next week in the Broncos' first home preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons. This is the only road preseason game for the Broncos, so this is going to be our only stream until our first regular season game, Monday Night Football against the Kansas City Chiefs. I would have loved to have gone to Kansas City for that one, but unfortunately, it's just not in the cards, so we will be here streaming it. Let's see. Casa Bonito, Jonathan Cooper. How's Davis Webb's play calling looked so far? Play calling looks good, man. They're coming in fast, on time, concise, enough time for the quarterback to get up and make their checks at the line of scrimmage. We're seeing a good mix of the passing game and the running game. We're seeing a lot of pre-snap motion, which I definitely love. Remember, guys, this is just the vanilla, watered-down version of the Davis Webb offense. We're not even seeing them scratch the surface of what this offense can be, the creativity that Davis Webb has. Sean Payton has been very complimentary of what Webb has brought to the table so far. So, yeah, man, really, really exciting stuff here with Davis Webb so far. All right. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Sean lets the starters go for one more series or not. I'll be going to all the home games, Ethan. All the home games, as we always do. So home games we attend in person. Road games we stream here in studio. Always love doing the streams. They are a lot of fun. That too, BK. Obviously, we're going up against a vanilla defense right now. All right, we're doing a little segment here on Davis Webb, actually.
Meet the coach, sponsored by Ford. Check out the official trucks and SUVs of your Denver Broncos. Tonight we're spotlighting offensive coordinator Davis Webb, who played 6 years in the NFL before joining the Broncos as a coach. Now, of course,
No.
During his time at Texas Tech playing quarterback.
All right.
Baker Mayfield.
Third drive offensively for Denver, and the starters are still out there. Little rollout boot action here, and Stidham has to throw it away. Evan Ingram was covered.
Just keep barking into his ear. We'll have to find
And we got a whistle blowing here. Hopefully we don't have an injury. There is Davis Webb, headset on the sideline, getting the plays in. Oh, Stiddy looked fine on that first drive. We have an ineligible man downfield. Yep, we sure did. Mike McGlinchey. Those generally aren't the offensive lineman's fault. That's just a product of the timing of the play being thrown off. 3:17. First down and 6. Oh, wait. Is it first and 6 or first and 5? Should be first and 5. Oh, no, it should be half the distance to the goal, right? Okay, first and 15. Jesus Christ. Get the graphic right, for crap's sake. Clean pocket from the end zone. Stidham down the seam. Pass is caught. Guess who? Evan Ingram is down to the 30-yard line. So Stiddy just rifles it right up the pipe. Evan Ingram has some space to work with. That's a great way to get your big slot tight end open. Good throw from Stidham. Good timing on the play. I mean, it is preseason, Epic Captain. You're going to see penalties left and right. Ooh, that sounds good, Ethan. Okay, so Ingram is now split out at the bottom of the screen as a receiver. They bring him in motion now. He's in line to block and leads a good block here for Jonah Coleman. Good run for Coleman there. Pick up a 9 yards and a rare, impressive block right there from Evan Ingram, but we got a flag. And Mike McGlinchey gets a holding penalty. Oh, man. Too many penalties so far. A good opening drive, but now we've got 2 offensive penalties on this one. Not great. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. First down and 20. Obviously, you don't want to be in long yardage situations. They overcame the last one with a nice throw up the seam. See what they can do here. Ingram on a wing to the left. He sits down, and not a good throw. Ingram was covered by Holmes, but that was not even in his zip code. Not good, Stiddy. Not good at all. Some gumbo or some Popeyes. I'd have to do a chicken and sausage gumbo. I'm allergic to shellfish. Second down and 20. Promising drive in, dangerous stalling out here. Second and 20. Drop back pass. Jarrett Stidham. Man open in the flat is Jonah Coleman. Can he make the man miss? No, he cannot. He is tackled in the open field by 53, Brandon Dorless. And that's going to bring up a third down and long here for Denver. Can't be having penalties if I remember correctly. That's actually costing us some games last year for sure. Jeff says, nice to see a different background in the light. See you so much better. Do you miss the Broncos stuff in the background? Are you getting any sponsors yet this year? None yet. And this is actually a new studio, new location we're filming from. I moved in the off season if those of you were not here for that. No clue what that penalty was. I totally missed it. We just had another penalty. That's got to be the 4th or the 5th. Not great, Bob. Well, it was on Atlanta because Denver's got a first down here. First down from the 25-yard line, so Denver gets bailed out again. Oh, no, it's on Denver. First and 15. All right, I can't tell. I think that was on Denver, but I have no idea. The graphics are a mess. Okay, it is first and 10. Jonah Coleman, up the gut, first down to the 39-yard line. 9 News has got to get their broadcast in order here, man. Because you can't see the chains. So you can't tell by looking at the chains what the down and distance is. Defensive hold, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So now we got a first down and 10 from the 38-yard line. 2 tight ends set to the right here. And looks like Atlanta jumped. That's going to be encroachment. See who moved first. Williams came over and made contact for Atlanta. Yep, encroachment. 5-yard penalty, first down, Denver. Yeah, Jonah Coleman, dude.
He was 6 years old. His dad would take him to the park, and he would run wind sprints. He's been training forever. He's the most serious rookie football player.
All right, so looks like Cameron Ross is in here working with the first teamers right now. Little Jordan Humphrey as well. Starting offensive line is in, with the exception, of course, of Throckmorton at center. Coleman, 3 carries, 17 yards, 5.7 yards per carry. You'll take it all day. 1st and 5. This may be the last play of the first quarter. Back to Coleman. Good cut. Jonah Coleman squirting through the hole. First down. Across the midfield stripe. Excellent cut to the left right there by Coleman, dude. Great vision. Good burst. I like what I'm seeing, folks. I really like what I'm seeing. Coleman has proved me wrong. And good block again. Up front, was that Ingram or was that Franklin? I couldn't tell if that was 1 or 11. I think it was 11. All right, this is the last play of the quarter. Play action. Stidham, clean pocket. Fires over the middle, or actually the left side, and it is Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. And that stopped the clock, so we're going to have one more play here in this quarter. Nice job, man. Good space there for Franklin to work with. Just able to get himself open right there. Stiddy lays it out in front of him. Good throw, good catch, good stuff. Are we going to wind the clock? Yes, we are. Into the first quarter. All right. So, Denver Broncos lead by 7 and get bailed out on this drive thanks to a defensive hold and now moving the ball once again, man. So, we've seen some explosive plays in the passing game. We've seen Cortland Sutton, man. We've seen Pat Bryant. Excuse me. Really good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. This offense is looking explosive. Now we got Troy Franklin in the mix. I mean, I haven't noticed Throckmorton in a bad way, BK, so you'll take that so far. I'll have to go back and watch the tape after this game's over. Obviously, we'll be watching both the regular copy as well as the All-22 as soon as that comes out. Hopefully, the All-22 comes out quick like it did last year. Yeah, I haven't seen any issues so far with Calvin Throckmorton, so we'll definitely take that. Jonah Coleman, really impressive stuff as well, man. Good vision, good burst, good acceleration so far, and like I said, those were kind of my main concerns with him, and so far, doing a good job and proving me wrong. Telling you if Harvey doesn't pop off, give more reps to Coleman. Oh, 100% I agree with that. And so far, I think Coleman's earning those opportunities. Still early. Second quarter now. 6 of 8, 122 yards, 116.7 rating. Not bad at all. If JK can stay healthy and Jonah plays this well, yeah, I agree. It's got potential to be scary good, man. Yeah, RJ's had some nice runs. There was one where I thought he could have cut it to the middle, instead cut it to the outside. That's been his tendency. He wants to bounce everything outside, but so far not bad at all from RJ either. All right, we're back. Start of the second quarter from Atlanta. Beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Oh, there's the dreaded play. The tackle from behind by Cole Bishop. Bo breaks his ankle, and Denver Broncos fans have their heart broken. First and 10 from inside the Atlanta 27. Jarrett Stidham fires down the middle. Nothing there. Nobody even in the zip code. One Atlanta defender in the area. That went over everybody's head. All righty, Ricky. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. So, January 17th, a broken ankle. January, February, non-weight bearing, rehab, second surgery for Bo. Lot that he went through, but he looks good and he looks healthy in training camp so far. Stidham wanted to throw the screen. It's not there, so he just takes off and slides. Loss of 1. Good job by Atlanta reading that play out. So, even though Sean Payton's no longer the offensive play call, we're still going to see screens in this offense. That time, Atlanta had it sniffed out. 3rd down and 11. This drive in danger of stalling out. Let's see if we can have another explosive play through the air. James Pierce is on the field for Atlanta. He's going to be suspended in the regular season for 8 games. Conduct detrimental to the team. Outside throw. Little Jordan Humphrey well short of the sticks. And that's going to bring out Will Lutz for his first field goal attempt of the 2026 preseason. So, good drive overall there by Denver. Unfortunately, it stalled out. Got bailed out by a defensive hold. Now they got to settle for a field goal. Will Lutz, 43-yard field goal. He's made 99 consecutive extra points in the regular season. And the kick is right down the pipe. So, Denver Broncos with an early 2-score lead, 10-0. And I have to imagine now we have seen the last of the starters. So, Jarrett Stidham will be at quarterback for the rest of this second half. Ooh, I almost clicked in stream. That would have sucked ass. That would have been bad because my mouse here on this backup computer that I stream on has a double click sometimes. I'm so glad I didn't click in stream right there. But Jarrett Stidham figures to be the quarterback for the rest of this first half. Sam Ehlinger will take over, and he will play the entire second half. So, it is interesting that Denver likes to operate with just 3 quarterbacks in the preseason. Houston had a situation last night where they only operated with 3 quarterbacks. Their third-string guy got hurt, and so Davis Mills, their direct game day backup to C.J. Stroud, had to come in and play the second half. Houston did not want to do that. You don't want your direct game day backup to be injured or to be injured in a preseason game. So, yeah, man, definitely don't want any of that monkey business here in Denver. Hopefully we can avoid the injury bug at the quarterback position. I do want to see a little more of Coleman just for my football enjoyment. I don't actually need him to prove anything. I think we're going to see Coleman the rest of this half. He got his opportunity to run with the first team offense. Now he's going to get his opportunity to run with the second team offense. Yeah, we would have had to fire up another stream. I am so glad we didn't have to do that. That was a close call. I really need to get a new mouse for this computer. This laptop is old, man. Probably her last season in the game. I've made almost every video and done almost every single live stream on this laptop. I've got my gaming PC next to me here. I don't really like using that to make content if I don't have to. I like to separate my work from my fun, basically. This is fun work too, not saying this isn't fun, but you know what I mean. I like to keep my distractions at bay whenever I work, so I usually use this computer for that. And I think it's the last year for the old girl, unfortunately. Might be time to put her down. I mean, Stidham's been kind of all over the place, Jeff. He's had some nice throws and he's had some bad throws.
Anytime your quarterback's smiling, it's a good sign.
He is smiling on the sidelines, so hopefully that means that his confidence is starting to come back. But, yeah, he's been all over the map. Here's Will Lutz set to kick off. Third drive coming up here for the Broncos defense. We'll see what the personnel looks like. Nice run back here by number 86. Looks like Lavelle Bailey was in on that tackle there on special teams. Yeah, that'd be sick, Ethan. That would be absolutely sick to get a real studio one day. So Jonah Coleman, 5'8", but he's 220 pounds. Definitely a big bruiser. Not the tallest guy in the world, but loves to get physical and downhill with his rushing style. So far, so good from the defense, man. I believe they only allowed 1 first down. So, Jack Strand. Is that Jack Strand? Who's that at quarterback for Atlanta? Is that Cooper Rush? I think it's Cooper Rush. It is. Yep, it's Cooper Rush. So we'll see him, and we figure to see the undrafted rookie Jack Strand in this game for Atlanta. But Rush, well-traveled veteran, mostly with the Dallas Cowboys, but has been with the Giants, Ravens, and now here in Atlanta. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Austin Hooper, the tight end, goes in motion. Rush. Pressure coming right there from Ellis. It's intercepted! Riley Moss! Let's go! Riley Moss jumped that route and picked it off over the middle. Trying to squeeze it in was Rush, and Riley Moss was all over it like a fly on crap. Excellent read by Riley Moss, man. Pressure was there by Ellis. Looked like somebody might have got a piece of that throw. That came out funny. Yeah, that was behind, and Riley Moss just said, I'll take that. Looked like somebody might have got a piece of that throw. So, Riley Moss with a much-needed takeaway. White chocolate, baby. Had 1 interception last year. He's fired up on the sideline, getting dapped up by PS2. Yeah, I figure that's the last we're going to see of all the starters in this game. Great way to end it. Great way to end it, dude. 13-18 here in the second quarter. Riley Moss calls goodnight Irene for the starters. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. I don't know if someone tipped that at the line or not. Was it Tyler Onyedem? It looked like someone might have gotten a piece of it because that came out bad. It was a wounded duck. All right, Jarrett Stidham is in at quarterback still, but it looks like, yes, now it's the second team offensive line. Jaleel McLaughlin and Tyler Bidet in the game. They motion Jaleel and give it to Bidet. Gain of about 3 on the play. So your second team offensive line, you've got Frank Crum at left tackle, Cage Casey at left guard, Calvin Throckmorton at center. Who's playing right guard right now? I can't see who's playing right guard. Actually, Frank Crum's at right tackle. Matt Peart's at left tackle. Hand off to Jaleel. Good cut. Good burst. Jaleel, slithery run. First down, Broncos, man. You can't forget about Jaleel. You cannot forget about Jaleel McLaughlin. Okay, so it's Reed Holsky. He's playing at right guard. What a run by Jaleel McLaughlin, dude. Shifty, explosive. He's not going to provide you anything in the passing game. He's kind of got the Phillip Lindsay problem. It's a tell whenever he's on the field that he's getting the ball. But he's still a fun runner, man. I love me some Jaleel. Stiddy's under center. Cameron Ross goes in motion. He's able to break a tackle in the backfield on a jet sweep. Cameron Ross is still going. Stumbles, and he is chopped out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Ooh, that almost scored. Cameron Ross, the undrafted free agent for the Broncos, on a jet sweep, makes the guy miss in the backfield. That D lineman could not bring him down, and he is explosive out the gate, man. Stumbles but stays upright. One man was all he needed to miss, and he was in the end zone, and that man got him. You mean tight end Frank Crum, Ethan. First and goal, power run. Jaleel McLaughlin up the gut is stuffed. Nothing there. Looked like Frank Crum might have gotten blown up on his block. Second out and goal. Yes, he's the Virginia one, Maverick.
NFL this season. J.K. Dobbins, if you ever get to interview him, you know it's going to be a banger because this guy just loves to give you an awesome soundbite. And I thought it was
Second and goal from the 5.
individual promise, and then about a month later, he went and gave a peek.
Little Jordan Humphreys in the game. Dane Key is also in the game. Younger brother of Devin Key, wide receiver out of Nebraska. Play fake. Not there. And now he dumps to McLaughlin. Jaleel makes the move. Touchdown! And the Denver Broncos are pouring it on here in Atlanta. What a start. And the Davis Webb offense is looking explosive, bro. Great job by Jarrett Stidham, just holding on the ball the last possible second. Finds Jaleel open, and Jaleel's able to do the rest. Makes some guys miss. Into the end zone he goes. Let's go, baby. Extra point away from a 17-0 game. Yeah, he does look like he's bulked up. Oh, looks like there's an injury for Atlanta. Is it Cooper Rush? No, not it wouldn't be Cooper Rush. Jesus Christ, why do I think Cooper Rush? I have no idea who that is. It's DeMarco Helms, the safety. Helms gets up. Cooper Rush, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Cooper Rush, the safety. Cooper Rush, the edge rusher. Watch, I put 17-0 and Will Lutz is going to miss this extra point. All right, Helms gets up, walks off the field. Will Lutz. And that is true. 17-0. Broncos early 3-score lead. That was a nice play by Stiddy. So Stiddy has been up and down, man. He's had some inaccurate throws to Evan Ingram. But he's also had some explosive plays. Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin. Nice job right there getting it to Jaleel. Had the explosive play on the first drive to Cortland Sutton. So overall, man, good stuff right there from this offense. Even though Jarrett Stidham's been all over the place. He's going to play the rest of this half. Cooper Rush would be a cool name if he was a pass rusher. Seriously. That's like the perfect edge rusher name, dude. Cooper Rush. I hate all the injuries, but preseason agreed, man. Preseason injuries suck. They are the worst. Depth. Absolutely, D-Rock. You love to see it. I mean, Stidham's had a couple of misses, so I can't say he's looked perfect today, but definitely has had some positive plays, which is good to see. Oh, come on, you stupid phone. Okay, cool. There we go. Overall, I thought that was a pretty good series by the offensive line, too. I can't wait to see more Cage Casey. Cage Casey has been so much fun to watch in the pit, dude. He's been mauling guys up front in the run game. So I'm hoping that we can see some of that from Casey today. Rodney in the house saying, go Broncos. Doink field goal in the Commanders-Dolphins game. Dolphins lead 7-3. I'll have to go and watch that and see how Malik Willis looked in that game. If he even played. I don't know if he played or not. I don't know if we can say that yet, Dougie. We're just a couple of drives into a preseason game, and he has been far from perfect in this one. I think both of these quarterbacks have their positives, and both of these quarterbacks have their negatives, and I think we're going to see all of that showcased in this game. All right, we are back from Atlanta.
I like route, but I like the route. I like the route on the train. Caribbean. Yep. Tomato.
10:47 left to play here in the second quarter. Will Lutz set to kick off. So we've had 4 drives for the Broncos so far offensively. 3 of them have ended in scores. Kickoff return here. Squeezing ahead to the 35-yard line where he's wrapped up by Drew Sanders. If the Steelers could get rid of Will Howard, or the Steelers get rid of Will Howard, the Broncos could always bring him in. They're not getting rid of Will Howard, man. I don't think they're getting rid of any of their quarterbacks. Remember, the Broncos played the Rams a few years ago, looked good, but regular season showed Broncos had no depth. That's true, man. But we've seen most of this depth play already, and we know that it's good. Still haven't forgiven Stidham for that chest pass. I mean, it still lives in my head rent-free. Ooh, nice chop down tackle right there. Corinne Reed, who's at a really strong training camp. He's in the mix to be the fourth string linebacker for the Broncos. Seems the top three guys have pretty much worked themselves out with Singleton, Sternad, and Red Murdoch. Steady so far, 8 for 11, 130 yards and a touchdown. We see him play like this in the preseason all the time, man. 2nd and 6. Rush under center. Handoff here. And that is nowhere to go. Jonah Ellis there to bring him down. 3rd down coming up here. 9:55 and counting in the second quarter. With the starters, Jeff, no. Drew Sanders has not played with them. Right now, he is very much behind guys like Q Robinson and Johnny Walker. Right now, your edge rushers are Jonathan Cooper and Jonah Ellis. So, you got starters still in there. Not all of them, but some of them. Pressure's coming. Cooper Rush standing in there. What the hell was that? That was a really bad miscommunication. No one even in the zip code. 4th and 4. That was a bad play. That was ugly stuff. So Denver's defense again gets off the field. Jarrett Stidham set to come back out. Second drive here for the second string offense. Jake Bailey on for another punt. So Denver's defense lights out so far. Yeah, that was just an awkward play. I have no idea what happened there. Sean Fresh back to accept this punt. So it's gone Sean Fresh, Cam Ross, Sean Fresh. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 18-yard line. So we've seen a little bit of it all, man. Seen a Riley Moss interception. Seen some explosive plays. Cortland Sutton, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin. Really good stuff. Evan Ingram even got involved there. Jonah Coleman's looked really solid. So I think overall a really strong start to this preseason game. Leading by 3 scores. You'll take that all day long. I don't think Vance is showing his hand at all. Again, it's preseason. It's always going to be vanilla defensive looks. I haven't seen anything too exotic out there. 1st down and 10. Stiddy coming out. Jaleel is in the game. Saw a really nice run from him. All right, watch left guard here with Cage Casey. 1st down and 10. Ooh, good block by Casey right there, but Jaleel goes to the other side and gets stuffed at the line. Nice block by Casey on that play, though, man. I like what I'm seeing from him so far. We are watching left guard closely here. Yeah, Jade, so far so good, man. Had the nice open field tackle on the first drive. Definitely needed that. Definitely needed that. 2nd down and 9. Stiddy shotgun snap. It was a little bit wide. Good block by Casey there. Stiddy's rolling out and give him about 3 yards on a scramble. And we got Laundry. Holding 65, Reed Holsky, who's playing right guard. So Holsky's mostly been working at right tackle for the Broncos, but Today they got him working at right guard. Interesting. Broncos 4th in the West simply is not going to happen barring injury. At worst, this is the number 2 team in the division. At worst. So 2nd and 19 after the Reed Holsky holding penalty. 2 receivers to the left side. Lucas Kroll in at tight end. He chips and goes out into the flat. Oh, dump off there. It was inaccurate. Looking for Jaleel McLaughlin and went off of his back. So 3rd and 19. This is easily the worst drive for Denver so far offensively. Let's see if they get bailed out with another penalty by the Falcons. 8:10 to play. Davis Webb sending in the play call. 8:10 to play in the half. 3 receivers to the left side, including Lucas Kroll. Stiddy, screen pass, tunnel screen to Cameron Ross. Nothing there. Gain of 1, and Denver will punt it away. Second punt coming up here for Jeremy Crawshaw. Not a good drive. That holding penalty completely killed it. Yep, negative plays. Can't have them, man. Cannot have them. Man, it is raining cats and dogs out there right now. 7:42 and counting here in the second quarter. Jeremy Crawshaw is on to punt. Had a really strong rookie season, especially the second half of it. Big kick from Crawshaw here, backing him up. Ooh, man, that was almost muffed. Making some moves here. And down to about the 34-yard line is Zachariah Branch. 60-yard punt right there from Jeremy Crawshaw. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Looks like we're not going to... Oh, are we going to commercial? Yes, we are. 17-0 Denver Broncos. So that was Denver's first bad offensive drive right there. Can't have penalties, man. Simply cannot have penalties. Yeah, second at worst. Well, 3rd and 19, you generally do want to call a screen there. You're accepting at that point you're not getting the first down. There are no good, effective plays for 3rd and 19. So you're throwing underneath, you're throwing a screen, you're trying to get as many yards as you can to set up the punt. At that point, you're just accepting that the drive is dead. Ooh, just 1 second, guys. I am so sorry. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. Yeah, I understand that fans don't like screens, but that's the most effective play call there. Hope your guy can break a tackle and pick up the first down. Otherwise, you get what you can, you punt the football, and you live to fight another down. That's not going to happen until halftime, Dougie. No, someone was at the door. I had to go and check that real quick. We were expecting a delivery, so... Damn. Cardinals just lost their 2nd round pick guard for the season, bro. That stinks. He is out for the year. That absolutely blows. Torn MCL. We have good receivers for screens. Pat Bryant is a good blocker and the rest are good. Mims is probably the worst blocker. Little Jordan Humphrey is the best blocker in my opinion, and that's why I believe he's going to make the team. The value that he brings is immense in the screen game and in the run game as a blocker. Yeah, that's a big shame for Arizona, man. That sucks. Dude, what were they doing with Jeremiah Love last night? They were playing him like the whole first half. 1st and 10, Cooper Rush is still in there. They try a jet sweep of their own with Zachariah Branch. That one's not as effective as the Cam Ross jet sweep, but does net about 4 yards out of bounds. Ooh, I don't know if I'd go that far, Maverick.
Need that experience with a young team in
I don't know if I'd go that far just yet.
how much harder
So call it 2nd and 7. Clock's running, 7:03 and counting here in this first half.
you have to want it more than your opponent. The
Hoping we get an opportunity for a Jarrett Stidham 2-minute drill. Handoff left side. Ooh, big stick hit. Who was that? That was Dondre Tillman getting in there. Best run defending edge rusher the Broncos have and makes a nice play there. Absolutely levels the back. 3rd down and 5. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd go that far, Maverick. Top 10, yeah, I'd say we push that. But I don't know if I'd go top 5 just yet. If Jalen Waddle has an epic season, though, that could easily change. 3rd down and 5 for the Falcons from their own 35. From their own 39, rather. We got a flag, false start. Falcons cannot get out of their own way, man.
game plan on offense, on defense.
Denver's been able to overcome a lot of their penalties. Atlanta has not. So you can definitely see the difference in quality between these two teams just on that alone.
All but tight 11-2. The Broncos were in
There's VJ.
That's an NFL record. Well, the majority of games are going to come down to one score in the NFL. I think it's something like 7.
So 3rd down and 10 now.
Live there and how you get a
Trips right for Atlanta.
those first and second quarters.
Jahdae Barron is playing boundary on the left side.
First and second quarter. So the coaching staff
Fires underneath on Barron, who is playing off coverage, caught. That's Andre Drummond. Or Dylan Drummond. I can't remember the name on this guy. And Atlanta will hustle up to the line here. They clearly like this personnel matchup, and they run the ball to the right side. Not as successful. Tyler Onyedem getting in on that one. Looked like Karene Reed was there as well. So call that 2nd and 8. Short gain of 2. Denver last season was, we all know, 11-2 in those one-score games. Got to get better in that area. Got to be able to not be in those one-score games at all. 2nd down and 8. 2 receivers in a stack to the left. Cooper rush. Pressure was coming from Ellis. He moves to the right, steps up, and completes that one. Number 19, Blair. And Blair will have a 1st down.
we wouldn't have to make that play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that wasn't a great rep from Jahdae.
13 games to learn
Not a great rep.
games, and that's a different player each game. That's many players every game. Has one
I mean, I don't know if I could call the Chiefs dead last this coming season.
I'll make one guarantee.
I don't think that they're going to be worse than the Raiders. 1st down and 10.
Well, we hope they are, Steve.
Best drive for Atlanta so far. They're at the Denver 34. Into the flat. Branch is going nowhere. Hey, J.L. Skinner. Nice play. Coming downhill to make the tackle. There we go. J.L. needed that. Definitely needed that.
That's, nobody could see it.
2nd and 11. Nice tackle there by J.L.
Circulating this year because we're at 1,000 right
Oh, I see, Maverick. I see.
now. Batting average.
That is pretty funny. 2nd down and 11 from the 35. See that communication, Denver secondary. Toss play to the left side. Oh, man, Jahdae got a little bit washed out on that one, but he fought through the block and does get in on that tackle. It was a longer game than it should have been. That's Tyler Goodson, the running back there for Atlanta.
Downfield and a defensive back who
And now called a 3rd down and 3.
see on the replay here. The left tackle's going to pull around the tight end.
Solomonde, I think that's how it's pronounced. Good to see you.
Barron. Tough play to defend.
Your profile pic looks like the old Denver Gold logo of the UFL. I actually have a modded Madden team where I brought back the Denver Gold. Handoff. Tyler Goodson. Expect to see a good dose of him moving forward. He's got a 1st down. Pick up a 4. Yeah, so my quarterbacks on my Madden franchise are Brett Rippon and Max Brosmer. Last year, Rippon was my starter, but in training camp this year, Brosmer beat him out for the job. Maverick, yes, it was. It was done by the head of the Syndicate.
Well, you got a guy like Jaquan McMillan making the play.
And I will admit, on my thumbnails, I've been enhancing them with AI. They are, I hand designed them, but then I use the AI to kind of brighten them a little bit. Oops, screen there. Tackle on the open field.
That takes a little
That's Red Murdoch. Let's go. Red Murdoch making his first play. Open field tackle on a screen for no gain.
Just lost PJ Locke off that. Drake Greenlaw is the big loss. The linebacker.
Yeah, I'm normally not an AI person, but I think in certain situations it can be useful. And helping with thumbnail, like adding effects that would take 10 minutes to add by hand, it is useful for that. Now, straight up generating a thumbnail with AI, I can't stand.
stayed in Denver in the offseason for the
2nd and 10. Fires underneath off play action is rushed. Another good open field tackle in the flats. Red Murdoch. So we're starting to see number 50 already make an impact here. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So overall, Atlanta is having their best drive so far offensively, but Red Murdoch making himself known there on a couple of plays. Really good to see. And that is going to take... Whoa! Big Thunder. Big Thunder. Holy crap. Big Thunder. Oh, boy. Noted, Ethan. Noted. Jeez, that was Big Thunder. Yeah, because let me know, like, what would you like to see out of the thumbnails? They are hard to, like, they take probably the longest amount of time out of the entire, like, video production process. The thumbnails are probably the most tedious part of the process. So let me know what you guys would like to see in terms of, like, the thumbnail style, and I can try to make some improvements there. Yeah, you're unfortunately right, BK. I hate what it does for the environment. I really do. Yeah, that was Big Thunder, man. There's quite a storm happening right now in the South Denver Metro. Oh, dude, this commercial here is like blatant AI. Oh, that's bad. Dial pad, I don't know what company that is, but that was a blatant AI commercial. Maverick likes the style of thumbnail. See, the only thing I do with the AI on it is, like, I make the coach or the player's image a little bit brighter. That's pretty much the only thing I do with the AI. The one for the game stream? Okay. Oh, damn, I got 6 notifications on Twitter. Jesus. Yeah, and there's a reason why people do that. It's because thumbnails are the most time-consuming part of the whole thing. Like, I try to find the happy balance between using the tools that make it a little bit easier to see, but also try not to make it look like blatant ass AI, you know? All right, so 2 minutes left to go here in the half. We will be taking a brief halftime intermission as we always do. Got to go and take those vitamins T, H, and C. So let's see if Atlanta can cap off this drive. 3rd and 9, pressure coming from Denver. Out route complete. Working on Reese Taylor there. It's number 17, Zachariah Branch. And interesting decision by Denver not calling a timeout here. I'd think they would to stop the clock, or now the clock stopped. Reset the clock. Okay, there we go. We're resetting to 153.
Two, you want to get a turnover. And now Broncos are taking the timeout because they want Jared Stidham to have that opportunity to run the 2-minute offense and get these young receivers and linemen kind of in that mindset.
Gotcha, Ethan. Because my thing was with the old thumbnails, you could see the numbers. you can see the click-through rate on the numbers when people are clicking through your thumbnails or not. And my old thumbnails, the numbers were starting to go down. And as a result, my views were starting to go down. I've noticed a slight uptick with these thumbnails. So it's kind of interesting. I'm trying to walk a happy balance here because, like I said, I don't like using AI. Meanwhile, Jonah Ellis giving chase. Cooper Rush throws the ball away.
Nosing the play and then getting wide, putting his hands up, even though he's not jumping. Defensive linemen do not want to jump when they're going.
Spoiler alert, Ethan. I am every minute of every day.
Just looking at this Broncos defense.
I have quite the relationship with the Devil's Lettuce. Yeah, Murdoch's looking good, man.
Back to the IR. That is brutal. Feels so bad.
Cut outside.
Henderson.
Broncos defense trying to
And Jahdae Barron, he was there on the tackle, but it looked like he could have wrapped up a little bit sooner on that one. Denver's going to call their second timeout. It's third down. See, I mostly hate AI, but I think it can be useful in certain situations. Like, the only time I really use it is thumbnails, and then there's an AI service that Sumer Sports does to pull up, like, advanced football stats. I don't think that's too bad either. But I don't use ChatGPT. I don't use Twitter's AI. Like, I don't use any of those. The only AI services I really use are Canva's AI for the thumbnails and stuff, and then Sumer Brain. Exactly. You really have to check accuracy when it comes to using AI. Third down and 6. Ooh, that was almost intercepted. Oh, it is intercepted. Off the deflection, it's Barron. He's gone. Pick 6. Jahdae Barron, tip ball, pick 6, touchdown, and another big thunderclap. Let's go! 95 yards. Oh my God, Jahdae Barron. It glitched off. It was a dropped interception initially, but Barron caught it off the deflection and took it all the way. So initially off the hands of somebody else, but Barron off the deflection.
Sees it in the air, finishes, and this is the other thing I love, Steve. Multiple teammates running down to set up blocks for him so he can finish. Wow.
Well, even last year I noticed that downtrend, Ethan. I felt like I needed to make some kind of change with the thumbnails, but again, I can also totally understand the argument of the AI. I totally get it.
You got Jahdae Barron up there.
24-0 in favor of the
That's pretty funny, Snarf Bucket. Holy crap, Jahdae. It was off Karene? Okay. That was a good play by Karene, dude. He did everything except catch it right there, but Jahdae finished it off for him. Jahdae's going to get the credit for that, but you got to give love to Karene Reed as well. Yes, it was. Right off Karene Reed. That was a great play by both of them. Good job by Barron. Johnny on the spot right there.
Thought he was just deflecting and making the ball go incomplete. Even better. What a play that is by Reed.
And you see there, he's watching the quarterback.
There you go, man. Jahdae Barron and Riley Moss both with interceptions in this game.
But this is to your point earlier, Steve. You've got such a deep secondary. You have one defender, one of your secondary.
That's awesome. He needed that. He needed that.
Tough decision if you're George Payton on what this roster looks like, and what an indication of the quality of players that the Broncos are getting under Sean.
That was awesome.
Will Lutz getting good practice kicking off.
All right, so 24-0 now. Denver is running away with this. They might put up 40 points at this rate.
Tyler Goodson and Vinny Anthony are back.
Denver has won 7 straight preseason games.
And it's Anthony who runs up 20, 30, 35-yard line.
Uh-oh, someone's down. Is that Jaleel? Oh, no. Jaleel, get up. Oh, he's holding his knee. No, Jaleel, get up. No. Get up, Jaleel. There's a flag on the play, but that's the least of the concerns right now. Oh, no.
Grabbing the back of his right side there.
Get up, Jaleel.
He'll be okay. He's got such a spark to his game. He's a
Get
professional.
up, Jaleel.
Sean Payton's really built a culture of professionals in a short amount of time.
Not good.
It's because of guys like Jaleel McLaughlin and the
Oh, no. I hate that for him. Please get up.
Really a fabric guy.
Yeah, they're checking this. Okay, they're getting him up. They're getting him up.
Those guys beloved in the locker room.
Not putting much weight on it. You got two guys helping him off the field, man. I hate that. I hate that so much.
Get 2 touchdowns and sleeping in the back of your car. So he's done everything everything he could to be here today.
Oh, man, dude. First guy in, last guy out.
All-time leading rusher
Dude.
all time.
Impressive stuff. On and off the field. As he gets
That sucks.
sideline.
That sucks.
Now with so many players, now you have to coordinate who else is going to go in, right? But hey, you got to get ready.
Limping pretty good, man.
Put you back in.
He's going into the blue tent.
There's a lot of communication that goes in addition to everybody thinking about their teammate.
First down and 10 for the Falcons.
First down and 10 for Atlanta.
Big 6.
And pressure there by Ellis, and Rush has to throw it away.
5 by the Falcons.
Jonah Ellis has been all over the place tonight.
5 yards the other way. They don't take it.
Yeah, Matty Ice is the president of the Falcons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my camera. First failure of the night.
Good for you, Matt Ryan.
Don't do it.
Everybody wants
Don't do it.
Would you want to be the president? Don't
Oh, no.
Monty Leach does a great job.
Oh, come on, man. This camera is... It's mostly good, but it fails sometimes. Second and 10. Ooh, batted pass. Was that Ellis again? No, it was Jordan Jackson. Jordan Jackson giving the finger wave. Let's see if that actually cleans up my vision here.
Twice now.
A little bit. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, my camera is definitely having issues. Let's see if this focuses it. This is going to look really weird. I got to get my face really close to get it to focus back on me.
Effective defense.
Trying to see if it'll focus on the cam first.
Pursuit by the defensive line.
Come on. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. We're good. Third down and 10.
down and 10. Shotgun snap, pressure from the outside.
Slant. Incomplete. Broken up by Barron. Dude, so Barron gave up that one reception, and ever since then, he's been on a tear. Had the pick, just had the PBU there. Denver gets off the field again. Minute 7 left and 1 timeout to play with.
We don't know what the status of that is, obviously.
Yeah, Jadae's looked good, man. See you after I turn to Integrity Farms. That's great.
Wait for him to come out so we can talk to him.
I hope Jaleel's all right, man. That seriously stinks.
Running back. It's the kind of care you need to win a championship.
Jake Bailey's fourth.
Jake Bailey, 4th punt of the night. Fielded along the sideline by Cameron Ross.
Shoot out of bounds.
59 seconds left here in the half.
The 18. Every Friday at 6:30, our own Scotty Gage.
Reds looked fantastic, bro. He's been as advertised and then some.
Fridays at 6:30 on Channel 9.
You know, Steve, someday you might be on my coaching staff, so we want to show you what our 3 keys here are to that.
All right. 1-minute drill coming up here.
Get out of bounds.
Let me know how the other games are going, guys.
All right, Steve, let's go.
If there's anything crazy that's happened. Mostly injuries are what you're concerned about this time of year. Anything big. Throw outside for Stidham. Nothing was there. Threw it over the head of Cameron Ross running an out route.
Incomplete pass out of Stidham. Was trying to finish strong. Now, the thing about it for Stidham, and we're going to see Sam Ellinger, like,
Yep, we are going to see Sam Ellinger for the second half. So, final action for Jarrett Stidham in this game. Overall, not bad. Had some misses, but definitely made some nice plays. Some good explosive throws through the air. Overall, if this is it for Stiddy, I'll give him probably a B- on the day. See how this drive finishes.
Done the little things to stay effective for his team.
Uh-oh, false start. Can't shoot yourself in the foot, man. It's on Dane Key. wide receiver out of Nebraska, little brother of Devin Key.
I think I have some good news to share. Jaleel McLaughlin just came out of the blue tent, and Ryan, you're right. Garrett Bowles is waiting to chat with him. Jaleel approached Garrett with a smile on his face and a quick hug, and now it looks like it's just back to business as usual.
Good news. Good news. Let's go. All right, looks like we avoided a major scare there with Jaleel. Thank God. Second and 15. Steady. Pressure's coming. He's got to go down. He's able to get out of it, keeping the play alive. Steady's going to run and pick up 4 or 5 yards. So very good news. Jaleel out of the tent. All smiles with Garrett Bowles on the sideline. Gotta love Bowlesy going over and checking on Jaleel, man. Goes to show that those two have a really good relationship. Indications are the injury might have been a hamstring, but we don't know for sure. He was kind of grabbing in that generalized area. 3rd down and 10. Kill, 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 kill. At the line. Shotgun for Stidham. He's going deep. Gets hit as he throws. And nope, incomplete. He was going for Hakeem Butler. The Broncos sideline wants a flag. The camera didn't really zoom in on the play, so it was kind of hard to tell what happened. But no flag. 4th down. Denver's going to punt. I mean, BK, if Singleton doesn't look good, you're going to have to consider it at some point, right?
Butler, the two-time UFL Offensive Player of the Year with the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Let's go Battle Hawks. 3rd punt of the day for Jeremy Crawshaw. Ooh, that one, a little bit of a screwball there. Not a great one. Looked a little better than initially. Kind of a good bounce. They're going to walk that one up pretty far, I think. They keep walking. Yeah, that wasn't a great punt. That could have been a lot better. He's not happy with himself. Goes over to talk with Darren Rizzi. Yeah, he knows he could have uncorked a much better one there. 1st down and 10 now for Atlanta. They got 32 seconds left here in the half. 3 receivers set to the right side. Cooper Rush rolling out, throwing it away. Nothing there. Good coverage. Oop, we got a lightning strike. We might have some more big thunder. Dougie says, can't wait to see Bo next week. Me either, man. And we will be bringing in-person coverage from Empower Field at Mile High for both preseason games, as we do for every single home game. So hope you guys are looking forward to that. I mean, the punter had some really good moments last year. He had the best punt of his career in the Bills divisional game. Without that punt, Denver probably doesn't win that game. But he had some growing pains and had some inconsistencies, especially that Raiders game. Good protection by Atlanta on the Denver blitz. Oh, what a catch. Going up to get it. Working on J.L. Skinner is Blair. So Atlanta's trying to get in position here at least for a field goal. Good job picking up the blitz and going up. High-pointing J.L. Skinner on that one was Blair. Going to reset the clock to 19 seconds. Cooper Rush wants the play call. I really like these new Falcons uniforms, man. They are clean. Really like the red on the white, the black helmets. It's a good look. 1st down and 10 for Atlanta from their own 40. Got to get a chunk play here to be in realistic field goal range. Blair or Rush up the middle. Oh! On the seam shot, Jahdae Barron almost with another interception. Dude, right off of his hands. Barron's been all over the place. Yep, bad ball right there from Rush, and Barron with another shot at it. 2nd down and 10, man. That was a great play. I know he wants to come down with that one, but Barron has had a whale of a game so far. Denver's showing blitz. They're coming. Trying to set up a screen. Nothing there. Branch got tangled up. 3rd down and 10. Just 11 seconds left. You don't want to do anything stupid here if you're Atlanta. VJ getting the call in. It looks like VJ's got a get back coach. You're funny, BK. I know that that's going to be a topic of conversation amongst some fans. Denver brings a little stunt up front. They pick it up, but the pass is wide, looking for Branch. On Reese Taylor on the out route. He was open, but Rush could not get him the ball. Yeah, Cooper Rush has not had a very good game so far. He has missed some throws. So 7 seconds left. Atlanta's going to punt this away. See if Denver can have a big return here. Sleep Z Games, thank you so much for the $1.99. I would love to talk Denver Broncos with you. Well, here we are, man. This is your opportunity. Let me know any questions you got in the chat. There's boos from the crowd. Yeah, in a freaking preseason game. That's hilarious. The punt bounces, and it dies at the 16-yard line, and that is going to end the half. So, Denver Broncos 24, Atlanta Falcons nothing at halftime. Dominant offense by Denver. Some explosive plays. Cortland Sutton, Evan Ingram, Pat Bryant, even Troy Franklin. Jonah Coleman looked good. Riley Moss with an interception. Jahdae Barron with the pick 6. Got to give Corinne Reed the assist on that one. But absolutely awesome first half of football right there. Oh, let's hear Sean.
So Davis did a good job. We knew going in with some of the looks we were getting, we wanted to stretch the field a little bit, and then kind of give our guys some confidence too. So it was obviously good. There's some big plays.
Will do, Ethan.
The series where we end up backed up minus 5-yard line, you know, we catch the seam, we get out of there with 3 points the other way. It's a good flip.
You did a nice job of telling us how to predict the number of snaps that the starters will play. Are we to believe this is a fullback-centric team now?
Well, we believe in the fullback. Yeah, it's hard to predict how these series are going to unfold. Defensively, we didn't get the reps, so those guys stayed longer. But we kind of got what we wanted to. Guys stayed healthy, and yeah.
Coach, thank you. We know you win here in Atlanta, and it looks like you're going to continue that streak.
People dressed up as empty seats today, so.
Dude, that is a sparse stadium. I know Empower Field's going to look nothing like that. All right, guys, we're going to take a brief halftime intermission here. So if you guys need to use the restroom, get a drink, anything along those lines, this is the great time to do so. Be sure to smash the like button while you're at it, as well as subscribe to the channel, and we shall return for second half action. Sleep Z, I got you after halftime. Don't worry. All right, Broncos country, we are back. Let's go. Third quarter action is about to begin from Atlanta, as your Denver Broncos currently lead 24-0. If you could just do me a big favor, guys, smash the like button as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I wanted to go ahead and get this question here from Sleep Z, who donated before the half. Thank you so much for doing that. Says, will Bo ever be in talks with being a top 10 quarterback? Because with top 100 he got whiffed. Will people ever take him out of Herbert's shadow? National media probably won't. But at the end of the day, man, I still believe that Bo Nix is a really good quarterback in this league and has a chance to be a top 10 quarterback if he hits his ceiling, which very easily could happen. Also, what role do you think Taysom Hill could play if we get him? Wide receiver, running back, tight end, special teams, a little bit of everything. I actually made a video about that not too long ago, so I encourage you to go check that out. Start of the third quarter is about to get underway here from Atlanta, Georgia. Excuse me. Those vitamins are coming back to bite me here. So, Will Lutz set to kick off. I just hope this isn't an Atlanta versus New England Super Bowl situation. I doubt it, man. Ooh, that would be really cool, Solomande. If you have a Twitter, hit me up on Twitter at Gage Madrid NFL. That's the same tag for all my social media. So, yeah, hit me up. I would definitely be interested. Hit me with it, Sleepsy. Open book. Any questions you have, please hit them in the chat. That goes for everybody here. All right, so Stidham is on the bench. It's going to be Sam Ehlinger to start the second half, but Falcons offense up first. Now it is Jack Strandon at quarterback, undrafted free agent. He actually has looked pretty good so far. Rookie out of Minnesota Moorhead. First down and 10. Handoff here. Goes to the right side and wrapped up. Jordan Miller in there on that tackle for a gain of about 2. So Jack Strand, Minnesota State Moorhead, 42 games, 64% completion, 13,000 yards. 126 touchdowns and 50 interceptions. Second and 8, heavy personnel here. Strand under center. Ooh, nice tackle in the backfield there. Corrine Reed was the first guy. Back able to bounce off the initial one, and looks like Jonah Ellis was in there to finish it off. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Third down and 8. Two receivers set to the left side, one out right. Tight end in the slot here for Jack Strand, who's going to check it down in the flat. A little bit behind his back, and Denver's defense is there to rally and tackle. Corrine Reed, first guy there for the Broncos. It's fourth down. Denver gets off the field again. You can see a real disparity in talent between these two teams. Julian, second half just started. Good to see you, my friend. I'm not sure how much you missed, but that was a dominant first half by the Broncos. Fourth down and 5. Matthew Hayball set to kick it away. Second punter we've seen so far for Atlanta. Sean Fresh lets it go over his head, and that ends up in the end zone for a touchback. So, first look coming at Sam Ehlinger. He was the third string quarterback for the Broncos last season. There is an open competition now for the backup job. Jarrett Stidham had an up and down first half, had some nice plays, but also missed a few throws. So we'll see what Ehlinger can do. He's been very aggressive with his decision-making in training camp. Sometimes it's been good, sometimes it's been bad. So we'll see what he's able to do here. So we're seeing some new renderings here. The Broncos Stadium site at Burnham Yard. As Ehlinger is under center, first down and 10, 12:58 left in the third quarter. Handoff here goes to Tyler Bidet. Surging forward into that man blocking, and that's going to bring a gain of 4.
And they're targeting that 2031 opening. We'll see.
So Tyler Bidet, Cody Schrader, we figure to see a heavy dose of them in light of the Jaleel McLaughlin injury.
They built a brand new facility.
Second down and 5.
I mean, this Walton Penner ownership group is just doing everything they possibly can to put the best.
2 tight ends. They shift to the right side. It's actually Dallin Bentley, and then fullback Adam Prentice comes in. Now they move Dane Key over to the left side. Handoff up the gut. Tyler Bidet. Same play pretty much as the last one. Just surging forward, picking up 5 yards, and that'll move the chains. Julian, no. It is Davis Webb calling plays. It's his job now, man. Peyton is going to let Davis do his thing. I'm with you, Holy Diver, on Ellis. Definitely. Dude is a really good football player. So now we got Joseph Manjack, one of the other undrafted wide receivers in the game. So first down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Looked like an awkward start to the play there as Tyler Bidet gets it. Frank Crum leading the way up front for a gain of 4. Yeah, they did. The Indianapolis Colts tried to get Ellinger back, and he told them no. He believed in the situation here in Denver, and ultimately he was right. Brandon's at the game. That's sick, man. Yeah, Jonah Coleman's definitely done for the day, Snarf Bucket. It's going to be Tyler Bidet and Cody Schrader the rest of the way, I would imagine. Second down and 6. Lucas Kroll's the tight end to the right. Ellinger. Little quick throw. That's complete to Joseph Manjack, who we just talked about. Rookie out of TCU makes the catch on that one. Wide receiver go without gloves in this game for an indoor stadium. Very aggressive decision. Yep, good stuff by Ellinger, getting the ball out on time, in rhythm, in structure. We'll take that all day long. So hitting these quick underneath throws, exactly what you want to see. 2 tight ends to the right side now, or to the left side. Ellinger over the middle. That's complete. Joseph Manjack. So, Manjack getting involved early, and some good decisive throws so far from Sam Ellinger. I like what I see off this play action. Stands in the pocket. Puts it right in the breadbasket of the receiver. Well timed. Against Kobe Bryant, who I really liked at the Senior Bowl a couple of years ago, quarterback out of Kansas. Or the Shrine Bowl, sorry, not the Senior Bowl. 24-0 is the score. From the Denver 39, quick throw, Sam Ellinger. From the Atlanta 39, out to Lucas Kroll, and he gets about 3 yards. Lucas Kroll's had a really solid training camp. He's looked good as a blocker. Made some plays here and there as a receiver as well. Not bad at all from Lucas Kroll. So he's making a case to try to stick around on the practice squad. The entire team looks amazing, honestly. It's preseason, but it shows what we're made of. Exactly. You can definitely see the talent disparity between these two rosters. Ellinger's under center. A little bit of a low snap, but he fields it. Not much there for Tyler Bidet. Cage Casey is still in this game. Tickets for what, Dermeyer? There's Davis Webb calling in the play. He's definitely got a much more condensed play sheet than Sean Payton. Third down and 5 now. From the Atlanta 34. Ellinger fires. Ooh, I thought that was going to be picked off by Bryant, but nice catch right there by Key. Dane Key with, I believe, his 3rd reception or something like that in this game. All right, let's see how Gavin Ortega does. It looks like Ellinger's kind of bobbled a couple of those under center snaps so far. So it's 4th and 3. The Broncos are going for it. Davis Webb sending in the play call. 4th down and 3 from the Atlanta 32. They motion Tyler Bidet. Now they bring him back to the left side of Sam Ellinger. 2 receivers stacked on each side, and a false start by Matt Parrott. Parrott playing left tackle, and he flinches. If Lucas Kroll makes a touchdown, I'll donate another $10. You're on, Ethan. I'd love to see that. So now we've got, looks like the down judge acting as the referee. They do this during the preseason games. Bring in some of the backup refs to get them reps and get them some experience on the mic. Yeah, Matt Parrott just jumped in a count too early, man. So now it's 4th down and 8. I'm assuming you kick the field goal, right? Yep. Will Lutz is on. This is going to be a 55-yard try. What is this camera angle? Crawshaw dropped the snap. Bad operation, and Crawshaw just has to slide down. So Jeremy Crawshaw dropped the snap right there. Who is the long snapper? Because Luke Basso and Mitchell Fraboni are having a competition. Who is the long snapper here? Because that could have screwed up the operation. Yeah, that was a low snap. It was Luke Basso. Okay, so backup long snapper fighting for a spot on the team, and that's the last thing you want to do. That botched the entire operation. So it remains a 24-0 game. Yeah, man. You definitely can tell at this point Mitchell Fraboni is going to win that long snapper job. Cannot do that. We've also had some bad snaps from Luke Basso in training camp. I get trying to push guys, but at this point, the job's been won. So you should really give that roster spot to somebody who's going to make a more immediate contribution. I'm not trying to crap on Luke Basso here, but I mean, the proof's in the pudding at this point. Yeah, I don't know what the camera crew was doing there. They've been kind of screwing up a little bit today. This has not been the smoothest broadcast from a production standpoint. There you go. I'll go with that. Yep, so that's what happens sometimes in the preseason, man. Just special teams blunders. With that said, though, that's really the only thing you have to complain about in this game. The Denver Broncos have been fantastic, and that was still a good drive. You've had some penalties in this one, though. That's something you definitely have to clean up. But overall, man, really impressive stuff on both sides of the ball. Yeah, unfortunately, you're probably right, Snarf Bucket. It sucks. But you're only going to get limited opportunities as a long snapper, and if you roll a snap like that, it's not good news. What's going on, John? Good to see you. Says team looks crisp indeed. And like we talked about earlier, you can see a clear talent disparity between these two rosters. It affirms what we thought. Denver has really good depth. So 7.5 left to play here in this third quarter. Atlanta gets the ball after the botched field goal operation. Atlanta takes over at their own 41-yard line. Boot, dump into the flat is caught, making Tyson Anderson miss there. Anderson tried to hold on, but this tight end is still rumbling. Tight end Simon there on the reception and takes that one into Denver territory. Not a great tackling attempt right there by Tyson Anderson. He didn't give up, but you got to wrap up and make the play right there. And that led to this guy picking up at least 10 more yards. Yep, they did rally. They did rally, which is good. You always want to see your guys rally and tackle. First down and 10 now. Handoff up the gut for about 3 yards. Looked like Tyler Onyedem lost his helmet on that play. That sucks for Bailey, man. He was fighting for a spot on this team. Kind of fell behind in the linebacker race, behind guys like Red Murdoch and Corinne Reed and Torian York. Definitely not what you want to see for a guy fighting for his spot on the team. Second down and 8. 2 receivers in a stack to the left side. Denver backs out into coverage on that one. Fires. Oh, tipped. Oh, almost intercepted. Tyson Anderson almost had the pick. J.L. Skinner broke in on that one. J.L. Skinner's made a couple of nice plays in this game. Definitely needed it. It's been a rough training camp for him. So Torian York came on a pressure there. Atlanta picked it up. They were going for the wide receiver, Anthony. And J.L. Skinner, it went right through his hands. Well, in this game so far, Lord Biscuits, Jarrett Stidham had kind of an up and down first half, and Ellinger's looked pretty good so far. Firing it deep over the head of everybody was Jack Strand. 4th down and 8. Coverage on the play by Reese Taylor. Looking deep for Anthony again. You always want to watch who stands out on the other team late in these preseason games, because these are guys who could be on the waiver wire, and if somebody makes plays out there, you could easily pick them up on waivers and groom them on your team. This is a great opportunity for some of the pro scouts on this team to get some reps in and find some guys that they like. Nice punt right there by Matthew Hayball. Fair caught all the way down at the 5-yard line by Cameron Ross. Yep, got to give J.L. Skinner credit, man. He needed it. He definitely needed it. What's nice is that you're not seeing a drop-off in the quality of play with the second-teamers and third-teamers in. And so far, Gavin Ortega's looked pretty solid at center. Definitely seen a couple of nice blocks out of him and haven't had too many issues with snaps so far. So definitely will take that. There were a couple of under-center snaps that it kind of looked like Ellinger had to bobble to get the ball out, but overall, definitely could be a lot worse from that perspective. Just a reminder, guys, of how things go after the game is over. We are going to be going live for a post-game stream, but before that happens, we're going to be going live for Sean Payton's press conference. I found a way to bring the press conferences back. I had a scare last year on my other channel where I was doing CU Buffs press conferences, and it got banned. The channel got completely struck down. So what we're doing is we're just bringing in the audio from the pressers and putting up just a picture of Sean Payton. I know that it's not everybody's favorite way to do it, but it's the only workaround that I could find to still bring the press conferences right after the practices and right after the games are over. The Broncos haven't given me any issues with using their pressers, but this is kind of a situation where I'd rather be safe than sorry, because I don't want to lose this channel. It sucked losing that other channel, but it is what it is at this point. I've moved on, and hopefully I can build up another all-NFL channel and hopefully find that same workaround for the CU Buffs pressers, but they're relentless. They were taking them down left and right, so it's unfortunate, but I am at least able to still bring the pressers here on this channel in a slightly different format. Ramos Law, baby. They're everywhere here in Denver. 5:52 left to play in the third quarter. Broncos are backed up at their own 5-yard line. Not great starting field position here. Sam Ehlinger so far is 4 for 4 for 33 yards. Two tight ends to the right side, and Bentley and Jolie hand off to McLaughlin, who's back in the game. So we had the injury scare with Jaleel in the first half. He is good to go. He is back in. Well, technically the channel's still up, Ethan. It's the Sparkin Sports NFL channel, but it got completely demonetized. So it's basically useless at this point. 2nd down and 4 now after a nice 6-yard run from Jaleel. There was nowhere to go for Ross. He wasn't going to be able to get out of it. He was going to get blasted if he didn't fair catch it. Power run for Jaleel here. Reed Holsky pulling from that right guard position. Picks up a couple. Bringing up a 3rd down and manageable. 3rd down and 1. Long one. 42 people in the house, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Denver is 2 for 7 on 3rd down conversions so far in this game. Honestly, that number is a little bit lower than I expected it to be. It feels like they're a little better in that area. Well, no problem there. Uh-oh, Jaleel coughed it up. Was he down? Oh, no. Jaleel squirted out, and Atlanta recovers. I don't think he was down either. Damn it. So Jaleel gets shaken up, and now he coughs up the ball. That sucks. We'll take a look at it, but that looks like a turnover. Is Jaleel down? Nope, he is clearly not down. That is a fumble. Got punched out. J.D. Bertrand knocked it out. Oh, that sucks, man. Cannot cough up the football. Jaleel is such a good runner, but cannot have plays like that. That is tough. That is really tough. So now we're starting to see the talent levels on both sides of the roster even out a little bit, with Denver bringing in their 3rd and 4th string guys. So that sets Atlanta up now. 1st down and 10 from the Denver 17. And TFL right there actually got back to the line of scrimmage. Dondre Tillman was there to clean it up. Somebody shot the gap really early. I thought he was going to have him in the backfield. Yeah, that's rough, Jaleel. That is rough. Philip Lindsay would never. That's true. He actually never did in his NFL career. I don't know how many running backs are out there that were multi-year starters that never had a fumble. Can't be many. Over the middle there is Jack Strand, complete to number 47, and he's down to the 5. Simon again, so that's his 2nd catch in this game. And 1st and goal for the Falcons, setting them up here for their first scoring opportunity. Tyson Anderson and Red Murdoch bring down Simon at the 5. 1st down and goal. Two tight ends and a receiver to the left side. Tip and run here for Atlanta, and that's what they do. And in the backfield is Torian York. Torian York blows that run up. 2nd and goal, loss on the play. So York is an undersized player, undrafted out of Texas A&M, but he can definitely play. There's no doubt about his ability to play. Do we have an injured player? No, Denver has to burn a timeout here. So clearly they didn't like what they saw. Possible personnel issue. All right, so they're going to go to a TV timeout. Yeah, that's rough for Jaleel, man. So have a couple of negative plays here in this second half. Obviously had the bad special teams play, rolled snap from Luke Basso, caused a botched field goal, and now you have a fumble from Jaleel. Not great, man. Definitely not great. And now you got the Falcons knocking on the door here for their first scoring opportunity. 724 carries and no fumbles. That is insane. I remember there was one time that he had a scare. He coughed it up, but his knee was down right before the ball came out. That was the only close call that Philip Lindsay ever had. Then you had Melvin Gordon, who was good for a fumble every 2 games. I mean, listen, I like Jaleel a lot. I really do. But that definitely does not help his case. I still think that Jaleel has a strong chance to make the practice squad. But Tyler Bidet brings more in the pass blocking department, and that's very valuable for the running back position. Maverick, you forgot to censor that name. Ugh, God. Seriously, bro, just think about how far we've come. Gone are the days of Melvin Gordon, Jerry Jeudy, just negative contributors. That's what those guys were. Negative contributors who sucked down the culture of your entire football team. Ugh. Ugh. God, man. Yeah, Melvin Gordon should be a banned term in the chat. Ugh. I'm trying to think, like, who is the worst Denver Bronco I've ever seen play? For me, it's a tie between Paxton Lynch and Melvin Gordon. I know some of you older heads out there might have a better name than me, but for me, it's Paxton Lynch and Melvin Gordon. They're tied. I mean, Isaac Yiadom wasn't terrible. He was just really raw when he was here in Denver. Eventually carved out a pretty nice NFL career elsewhere. He was pretty good on the Saints there for a while. Second and goal from the 6. York missed a tackle in the backfield there. Still going down to the 1-yard line. It's Tyler Goodson still in the game. Pushing the pile. Third down and goal from the 1. Honestly, it feels like Philip Lindsay's average was kind of hurt in those last couple of years in his career. He could have easily been a high 4-yard, even low 5-yard per carry rusher in his career. Yes, I remember Melvin's 2021 season, but still, the fumbles. Oh, he's in. Jack Strand, tush push touchdown. Or is it? Atlanta says it is. Sure looks like it is. And it is. Touchdown Atlanta. Jack Strand on the tush push. Okay, BK. You win. You win. Yep. He is in. No, that was just a good push up front by Atlanta's line. Yeah, Jaleel was having a good game, man. Hopefully he can bounce back the rest of the way. Yeah, you're right, Snarf Bucket. We have not seen anything from Q Robinson so far. Has he even been in the game yet, though? I'm not sure. Nick Folk for the extra point. And it's good. 24-7 Atlanta. Robinson has been in the game. Well, he's in there right now on special teams. Oh, yep, he was in there on that run. Not great, Bob. I'm hoping my guy Johnny Walker can stand out and make a play in this one. Melvin never seemed like he was actually committed to being a Bronco. I agree. He just came here because John Elway threw him the bag. Have not seen Miles Scott so far. He has not stood out. I'm talking about bad players that actually played. Fair, but still, man, Jawan James in those 63 snaps. Woof! Yeah, I'm hoping we can get Johnny Walker to stand out and make a play. Miles in the fourth, probably. Yeah, I bet you're right. Uh-oh, I think my camera's starting to get a little fuzzy again. Not great. Oh, shut up, you stupid phone. Snarf Bucket's big on Miles Scott. I know that he made some nice plays as a safety in Illinois, but at the same time, he was brought in here to be a special teams guy and hasn't shown much in that department. I mean, of course I miss Philip Lindsay. Lindsay was one of my favorite Broncos of all time, but I do think it was the right time to move on from him, too. Like, after his time in Denver, he didn't do a whole lot. So ultimately, I think Denver was right in their timing moving on from Philip Lindsay. And I think he's getting better and better on the radio, too. Granted, it's been a while since I last listened to his show with Zach By, but last time I did, definitely noticed a lot of improvement. All right. So Jack Strand with the quarterback sneak touchdown to get Atlanta on the board. And it looks like the rain's kind of died down here. So here's Nick Folk to kick off. Folk, one of the longtime veterans in the NFL. He's been in the league since, what, 2007 or something like that? Kicking off. Sean Fresh gets the kickoff return here. Or actually, it's Colby Katzis, who has some really nice return potential and showed it there. But there is a flag down, and it's probably going to wipe out a good chunk of it. Oh, right on, Rodney. Hold on Justin Jolie, another guy who's been quiet so far. I was hoping we'd see some stuff out of him in this game. We'll see if he maybe gets some more opportunities moving forward. There's Mike Shanahan when he was out at Broncos training camp the other day. First down and 10 for the Broncos here. Third drive with Sam Ehlinger out there. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. Ehlinger, good protection. Fires it deep. And it is broken up. Looking for Kyrese Rowan. He's back on the team. He was an undrafted free agent who the Broncos brought in last season. But he just got an opportunity after all the injuries at wide receiver. They felt that he would be their best option, and so they brought him back. Yeah, Snarf Bucket. I agree. It has not been great. Some big returns given up. Second down and 10. Ehlinger hands this one off. No, it's going to be a read option. He keeps it to the left side. Good lead block by Justin Jolie. So we finally see Jolie out there, but we got Laundry. It's coming back. It's going to be on Kyrese Rowan. It's going to be holding from the wide receiver spot. Yep. Actually, I don't think there was a hook or a turn. I didn't see much. I didn't see a hook or a turn there. Yeah, penalties have been a problem this whole game. And Sean Payton's shaking his head. I think he's thinking the same thing. Yeah, penalties are going to be a big takeaway from this one, for sure. Penalties, Riley Moss, Jade Barron, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, Red Murdoch, Corinne Reed, Jonah Coleman, Cage Casey. Those are the guys I immediately think of. We got a clown show here for the referees. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on. It's what happens when you have a backup referee in there. You got to experiment. Last year we did see a head referee get injured in a game, so handoff here. This is Cody Schrader, his first carry, and Schrader gets most of that penalty yardage back. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. Nice run right there by Cody Schrader. They signed him back in December, brought him back on a futures deal, and good block right there up ahead. Colby Katz is getting in there. Gavin Ortega is the center. Sidearm sling by Ellinger is caught in the flats. Schrader, that should be enough to move the chains. Yes, it is. 1st down, Denver. Minute 5 and counting left to play in this 3rd quarter. Yeah, I didn't think that was a hold. There was no hook. There was no turn. I didn't see anything. 1st and 10. Quick throw outside. Caught. Justin Jolie. Short pickup.
I got to see Jolie in college calling Notre Dame games, and Jolie is a difference maker. Once he finds out what he's supposed to do and how he's supposed to do it, he is going to be an excellent Bronco.
Yep, I think it's going to take some time to marinate, but I think he's got a lot of potential in this league. No gain on that play, though. He's trying to figure out where to line up, it looks like. Something's up on this one. He doesn't know what to do, it seems. This is going to be the last play of the quarter. Sam Ehlinger is going to check it down here. Cody Schrader trying to make moves in the backfield. Made one guy miss. Couldn't make the second guy miss, and he's tackled in the backfield. That will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter, with the Denver Broncos still ahead of the Atlanta Falcons, 24-7. Sean Payton is telling guys to come over. Looks like he's chewing out Joseph Manjack and Justin Jolie. So, we have seen a lot of action in this game, man. First team offense came in and they were on fire basically from the opening snap. Good mix of the pass game and the run game. A lot of pre-snap motion from Davis Webb, which is really nice to see. We saw Cortland Sutton get involved early. We saw Troy Franklin. We saw Evan Ingram get involved early. Pat Bryant had the opening catch of the game, which was awesome to see. Jonah Coleman had some nice runs out there. Jaleel McLaughlin, up until that fumble, he was looking really good. Red Murdoch, Torian Yorks had some nice plays out there. Corinne Reed. So we've seen a lot of the guys who we talked about in the pregame show, the guys who we needed to stand out, they've all stood out. Turtle, it was a tush push by Jack Strand, the 3rd-string quarterback. We need a tight end this year. What are we going to do? I mean, you're hoping that Jolie can continue to develop. You've got Dallin Bentley. Troutman's obviously your starting inline tight end, and then whatever becomes of Evan Ingram. Michael Schofield is also a very worthy nominee. That is a good one. PK's like, is Sean calling plays now? Honestly, it wouldn't shock me if they maybe let Logan Kilgore get a try at it. He's their quarterback's coach, and maybe if Davis Webb leaves to become a head coach, Logan Kilgore is the guy they'd look towards to be the offensive coordinator. So this could be an opportunity to get him some reps on the headset calling plays. I mean, listen, Vic Fangio is despised here in Denver, but he's still not even bottom 2 as far as head coaches in Denver. I don't even think he's bottom 3, honestly. Haven't seen anything from Drew Sanders so far. He has been quiet. Unfortunately, my guy Johnny Walker, I don't think he's been out there, but he hasn't gotten any big plays yet either. But Jarrett Stidham, some really nice completions, man. And Sam Ehlinger, he's also been on time, in rhythm. Couple of really nice decisive throws. So I'd say that so far, in a good way, this game has not done much to separate the two quarterbacks. Meanwhile, a nice comeback throw right here to Colby Katzis. Great job coming back to the football right there. And that's going to move the chains. 3rd down and 11. Confident, well-timed strike by Sam Ehlinger. Love it, love it, love it, love it. 1st and 10. Ehlinger, no huddle offense. He's in trouble. Has to heave off his back foot. Low pass. And it was caught. Joseph Manjack. I thought that skipped on the ground, but nope. Manjack able to haul that one in. It was a really low throw by Sam Ehlinger under immense pressure. Got a little love tap at the end of the play to boot. We got 50 people in the house. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Nathaniel Hackett, I think he's number 2. I still think Josh McDouchebag is number 1 as far as worst coaches in Broncos history. Like, at least Hackett was a good dude. He was just incompetent. Hackett was just a terrible, or McDaniels was just a terrible human being. Nice run up the gut. Cody Schrader picks up about 6 yards. Yeah, Hackett was just incompetent. But McDaniels legitimately tried to sabotage this team. 2nd and 5. From the Atlanta 43, Sam Ehlinger, good pocket, stepping up. He's going deep down the sideline. Uh-oh, intercepted. Is he in bounds? It is. Intercepted at the 2-yard line. So Ehlinger with kind of an arm punt right there, just going 50-50 ball. And it was won by 36 for Atlanta. That was a confident throw, but like I said, sometimes he trusts his guys a little bit too much down there, and those aggressive decisions can come back to bite you. Ooh, he might be out of bounds. He is. That's not an interception. That is not going to stand. He's out. He's out. Yep, that is not going to stand. Thank you, Chopped. Appreciate that. Yep, that's going to be overturned. He was out of bounds. So, Ehlinger gets bailed out right there, but still an aggressive decision. We've seen that from Ehlinger pretty much all training camp. He's not afraid to let it rip. Sometimes it works out for him. Other times it does not. I mean, I think Denver needs to prepare Snarf Bucket for this to be the last season with both Vance and Davis. I know that Broncos country is dreading that day, but at this point in time, man, both of them are long overdue to be head coaches. Tyler Miller should be in there by now. I don't think he is, though. He's been playing right tackle exclusively, and you'll notice him immediately. Yep, as soon as we get all the post-game festivities done, get the presser done, get the post-game show done, get a couple videos done, I will be going back through and watching the tape. Probably will be up pretty late in the evening watching it too, but I love it, man. So fun to actually break down some live Broncos tape again, baby. Overturned. Pass ruled incomplete per Chris Thomason. Dude, I just blasted my ear. I was trying to listen to a voice message. God. Yep, very clearly that's not a clean pick. It looked initially like he might have gotten his cheek down first, but nope. Foot was out before the cheek was down.
I asked about the ref situation and why we saw two different refs, and it is simply a procedural and giving the refs a situation.
Exactly. Yeah, you always let the backup refs get reps in the preseason. So I believe this is the down judge that's acting as the referee right now. So they're practicing with 6 guys on the field right now, as opposed to the 7 they normally operate with. So 3rd down and 5 now after that no good interception. Atlanta showing blitz. They back out of it, bring 4. Fires all off the hands of Hakeem Butler, but there is a flag in the secondary. Denver might be getting bailed out again here. Let's see. Yep. It's Kobe Bryant, the guilty party. Cobee, yep. He was out of Kansas and stood out in the Shrine Bowl a couple of years ago. Oh, yeah, he's all over Hakeem Butler right there. Grabbed him by the neck. That is an easy call. Toss. Cody Schrader, and he's chopped down in the backfield. Number 20 comes in. Woods. Ethan, 32 offense or 32 defense? We've got one on each side of the ball. If it's 32 offense, it's Dane Key. If it's 32 defense, I believe that's Ricardo Hallman. It used to be Sam Webb, but Webb just got cut. 2nd and 14. Ellinger stepping up, comes underneath here. It is Schrader trying to make some guys miss in the open field. He cannot. Give him a gain of about 4. 3rd down and long coming up. And we got a mid-game ad. Gotta love that. Come on, bro. A mid-game ad? Are you serious? That is ridiculous. All right, get back to the play. We're about to run a freaking play here. 3rd down and long. That's ridiculous. 3rd down and 10. Ellinger fires through the hands of Katzis. Little too much mustard on the throw, and Katzis can't catch it. 4th down and 10. And Will Lutz will come out. Let's see who the long snapper is and if we botch the snap again.
Hit your hands. Got to catch it. Get your feet down. A couple coaching points for both players.
You remember the execution of the field goal was not particularly good the last
Yeah, let's see who's the snapper on this one.
snapper out of Oregon here.
It's going to be Basso again, it looks like. He rolled the last snap. Will Lutz isn't happy about something. Oh, the clock's tipping. Timeout, 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 timeout. They just got it off. And it's a knuckleball, no good. Freaking botched operation again. Yeah, Lutz is pissed. Rightfully so. You got to call a timeout. I don't know if he wanted the play clock reset there. Peyton's not happy. He's chewing out players. That was completely botched again. So, I'd say the big loser tonight has been the special teams unit. They have been quite special and not in a good way. Dude, come on, man. That's just a complete botched operation. You're not aware of the clock. You've got to rush the snap. You already got a snapper with the jitters. That play had no chance from the start, bro. That was a complete botched operation, and that's on Darren Rizzi. That's on Sean, and that's on Darren Rizzi. That is garbage. Absolute garbage. You cannot have horse crap execution like that. That was about as botched as you could get. I mean, Lutz is furious. Lutz needs to be over there saying, hey, time out, time out. Seriously, man, that was a complete... that was a disaster. So, yeah, we've got special teams problems, folks. It is very apparent at this point that we've got special teams problems. You can't have sloppy execution. What are you doing, bro? That's on Darren Rizzi, the special teams coordinator, man. You've got to call a timeout in that situation. With the clock's ticking down, your kicker knows he's not going to have enough time to get set to get the kickoff. You've got a long snapper who can't snap the ball already. What are you doing? What are you doing? Call a freaking timeout. That is bad football, man. That is bad football. Yeah, BK is right. The coverage has been bad too. We've had big returns by the Falcons in this game. Special teams has been a freaking disaster, and I know who's going to complain about that. Andrew Mason. Mason's going to be all over that, and I know he's going to be asking about it in the presser too. It was just rushed, man. Lutz was rushed. That kick had no chance from the start. It's because the whole operation got rushed. Meanwhile, that play was stuffed. Run off the gut, gain of 2. Christian Williams was in there on the stuff. That's so bad, bro. I can't get over that. That's just bad football. 2nd down and 8. Seriously, we should have 40 points on the board by now. The overall execution in the second half has been pretty poor. Strand, out route, complete. Working on Miles Scott, so there he is. He's in the game now. That'll bring up 3rd down. No, Rizzi's in his 2nd year here, and there were special teams problems last year as well. 3rd down and 5. So it's Drew Sanders and Johnny Walker in at edge right now. 2 guys who we definitely want to keep an eye on, so let's watch the edges. 3rd down and 5. Good protection. The pocket collapses from the interior. Drew Sanders, cleanup sack. Let's go, buddy. He needed that. The pocket collapsed from the interior. Strand had to step up in the pocket, and Drew Sanders, Johnny on the spot, waiting for it. Looked like Christian Williams and Jordan Miller collapsed from the interior, and Drew Sanders was there to finish the play. Great job, man. Austin, yes, we saw Jonah Ellis in the first half, and he was really good. 4th down and 7, and the Falcons are punting it away. Kind of surprised Atlanta's punting in this situation. You're down by 3 scores. Cameron Ross on the return there, not much, but fielded it cleanly at least. 9:20 left to play in this ball game. Dude, I still cannot get over that, man. Obviously, they're talking about the tough start to the schedule here. On paper, it's tough, but in practice, in reality, I don't think there are many these teams out there that are better than Denver.
As a player, you want that out
Yeah, great job by Drew Sanders, man. He needed that.
at the end of that gauntlet and the end of the season. You cannot
Two tight ends set to the right side.
in those kind of games. You need to
Hand off to Schrader. There is nothing there.
for that. You got to be able to beat the Jaguars. It never hurts beating an NFC team here and there. Go ahead, beat the
2nd and 10.
defending world champ Seahawks.
Not getting a whole lot of surge at this point. This is the third string offensive line for the Broncos right now. I'm curious to see how the Broncos are going to manage QB2 next week. I'd like to think that Sam Ehlinger next week would get the first crack with the twos. So they gave him a yard on that last play. They gave Schrader, so 2nd and 9. Read option lead here. Justin Jolie, another good block. Sam Ehlinger keeps it out of bounds. Pickup of 8. 3rd down and 1.
Unbelievable. There they guarded. All my people were there.
8.5 and counting left to play in this ball game. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this stream. Be sure to smash the like as well as subscribe. Would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. So another 3rd down and short here. Let's see if we go back to the Adam Prentice well. He is in the backfield, I formation with Tyler Bidet. Actually, it's Schrader, and that's who they give it to. And Schrader will pick up the first. Pick up a 2. So Denver's been good in these short yardage situations, converting in this game, and they pick up another one here. Yep, Denver has been in complete control. It's been all Denver in this game with that one drive that Atlanta got. They were set up in good field position after Jalil's fumble. But outside of that, it's been all Denver.
A game that has flow. Everything's working together. You're only doing something because you have something else you want to do down the road.
I formation again. It's Prentice on 1st and 10. Interesting call. Give him a couple. I would have thought Prentice would have gotten the ball in the last down and distance, not this one.
Because if you keep having success, guess what? They're going to take your coaches, right?
Oh, man, I've been sitting for too long.
And so it's a good thing that you have both.
2nd down and 7. Generous spot there for Prentice. Looked more like he got 2. They gave him 3. Oh, it looks like my camera's crapping out again. From the gun, good protection. Heaving one downfield. Incomplete. Off the hands of Colby Katzis. Is there a flag? Yes, there is. Kobe Bryant again. Bryant's had a bit of a rough game in this one.
Referee, that's what got the late flag.
Flag came late. Falcons fans don't like it. Bryant doesn't like it. And let's see if it's a good call.
It's a little bit of a replay for you. What I love is the effort of trying to finish the play. Katzis is still going
I'm not seeing a whole lot there.
relying on the referee to make that call. He's still trying to
I don't think he's holding on to Katzis' arm.
hit his fingers twice now. Squeeze the fingers.
I don't know about that call, honestly, but I'll take it. So both teams are the beneficiaries of bad calls in this game. 1st and 10. Ehlinger, nowhere to go. He's going to take off, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. And we got a flag down in the secondary. That would indicate it's on Atlanta.
Early signals of holding.
A holding on who?
Left sideline judge from the back. Not sure if it's on Atlanta.
Yeah, the flag was in the secondary, so you'd assume it's holding on the defense. It's Bryant again. Oh, man. Kobe Bryant is having a rough one today.
And what that is just fear by a defensive back. You're already
Yep, you can't do that, man. And you're a good player. We know you're a good player, dude.
hands on the receiver to try and affect the catch. opportunities to learn those coaching.
I mean, the one before this one I thought was a bad call, but tough stuff there for Bryant. Under center handoff, Cody Schrader scooting forward for about 2 yards.
Maybe a yard. Down to Scott.
I tell you what, guys.
I mean, Kobe Bryant is actually a really good player. I saw him play in person at Shrine.
Truman State University.
He just can't panic at the top of his route, man.
The Los Angeles
If you panic at the top of the route and get grabby, you're going to get called every time. Riley Moss knows that all too well.
December. If you could make the team, that would be a heck of a story, huh?
Yeah, I love that stuff. I love the journeys. Easy guy to root for sure.
2nd and 9.
Right? And here he is. Schrader making the most of this opportunity when everybody told him.
Little screen here. It's Cameron Ross. Nowhere to go. Looked like Bryant was back there to slow Ross down, so a little bit of a bounce back play for him. Mike Ford, it looks like, also in there. Mike Ford, that's a former Bronco from a few years ago.
They're going to get every
Now down in the ATL, 3rd down and 9.
backup, or if somebody comes as a free agent, you might get
Yeah, at this point, you kind of have to keep picking on Bryant. Oh, I just realized, got to change this. It's 4th quarter, not 3rd quarter.
3rd down and 9. I feel like the Broncos have been in this part of the field.
3rd down and 9. Ellinger drives it. Ooh, what was that? Did he get his arm hit? Yeah, looked like somebody got a piece of that one. That was a wounded dead duck. So 4th down.
it's going to come on his left side, right side of your screen.
Yep, he got hit on the release, and the ball just came out awkward.
Side out on a defender. Easier said
Frank Crum got pushed into the lap of the quarterback on that one. Not a great rep by Crum.
field. Come back underneath your arms. Pressure on the quarterback.
So 4th and 9. Basso's snapping again. Let's see. Good snap that time. Field goal is good. Finally, a clean field goal operation.
46 yards away.
Basso needed that. That was a good snap. Will Lutz is going over there to give him some encouragement. Finally, a clean operation, and Denver extends their lead to 27-7 with 4:53 left in this 4th quarter. So definitely looks like that Denver's going to get out of here with their 8th consecutive preseason win. Of course, preseason wins don't mean much, especially when you're a team like Denver that already knows how to win in the regular season, but it always feels good for the guys on the team, feels good for fans, so never going to apologize for getting a win, even if it's just a preseason win. Yes, that definitely was a crummy rep. I still feel special teams needs to be held accountable. Oh, I agree. I'm going to rip them a new one in the post game because absolute garbage, man. Botched operations, bad snaps, big returns. Not good. Not good at all. And especially with the botched operations, that's on coaching, dude. I still cannot believe Denver didn't call a timeout in that situation. Got to update the scoreboard here. Boom shakalaka. Rodney says, go Lutz. I mean, at this point, Will Lutz might be the only one keeping that unit together. I mean, even Jeremy Crawshaw had a rough punt today. So I'd say right now the biggest losers from this game would be the special teams unit and Jaleel, unfortunately. But winners on the day, Jahdae Barron, Riley Moss, Karene Reed, Red Murdoch, Cage Casey, Pat Bryant, Cortland Sutton, Evan Ingram had the nice play, Troy Franklin, Jonah Coleman. These are all immediate winners that I could think of. Drew Sanders. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. Looks like we might have lost the channel for a second.
We got Karene Reed creating the deflection that then leads to the Jahdae Barron touchdown.
That was awesome.
The speed. He might run for
Yep, Reed definitely has to get credit for that Janae Barron interception, man. He's got to get the assist on that one. It was a great play by Reed and a great job by Barron being where he needed to be to pick it off.
Bring up and we say who's really surprised and who's turning heads. Pat Surtain, he was the first player Pat Surtain talked about.
Kickoff into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. We'll see what the tempo looks like here the rest of the game. Is Atlanta content with just running the clock out and getting out of here? We'll see. Given the fact that they punted on their last possession, that might be an indication they're ready to just get out of this game. It's not been a very good day at the office for the Atlanta Falcons.
How much harder you can work and how willing you are to do that work and receive feedback.
Best thing about the Falcons today has been their uniforms. But 1st and 10, let's see if they can put some points on the board here on this drive.
First down and 10. Jack Strand of the Atlanta Falcons.
Jack Strand, clean pocket, bad throw.
Behind the intended target.
Wrong shoulder looking for his man in the flats. That was bad.
Who doesn't love a good logistics?
I think the Falcons fans that are still there are ready for this game to be over. There weren't many Falcons fans there to begin with, but now there are definitely not many.
Tuesday following big games. We're lucky here in Broncos.
That's awesome, Turtle. That is awesome.
To play Thursday games that week, but we get the most opportunities.
2nd and 10 from the 35. Hopefully we can see you out there. Fires over the middle. That's complete. What do you know? An actual half-decent offensive play. Number 87, first down.
Who you telling? I remember I was there, buddy. I was in the locker room.
4.5 minutes and counting. Doesn't seem like Atlanta's in much of a hurry to run a play here.
Because there's a lot of, first of all, you need,
I sure will. I sure will be, Turtle. So hope to see you out there.
I had 2 penalties my first preseason game, didn't have a penalty the rest of the preseason, so I'm glad I got those opportunities.
1st and 10. 2 tight ends to the right. Strand is under center. Handoff here for number 44. And he gains about 2 yards.
Minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. And the roster shuffling is so interesting. Right? I mean, just adding players.
Yep, Atlanta is not in a hurry here. They're pretty content just running this clock out.
With the Saints, he had a kicker battle down to the last
2nd down and 8.
back and forth all the preseason games, and then at the end, he gets Will Lutz in a trade or waivers, and both
They didn't cut him. He left as a free agent.
Maybe 1 or 2 Broncos.
But still, yeah, I'm going to miss PJ Locke. And it is going to be weird seeing a number 6 out there and it not being him. Little quick wheel route there to number 32 for Atlanta. Short pickup, 3rd down.
What might we need? What might you be looking for? There could be a backup quarterback that's not on the roster right now that will be in the future. So players know that. You can't control that. You got to go out and play.
This is the time of the game where you want to scout guys, see who stands out, especially right now when it's clear you're not going to win the game, you know. Who makes a play for Atlanta? Because if someone does, they could be available on the waiver wire. They're down in 3 now. Just going to run it. And it looks to be a little bit short there to Jones. And call it 4th and 1. Would imagine Atlanta's going to go for this here. And we'll see how Denver wants to approach these last few minutes of the game. Do they try to extract the last couple of reps out of it, or are they just going to be content to run the clock out and get back on the plane and come home and be ready for training camp next week? And a week from today, a date with the Green Bay Packers. 4th and 1, Jack Strand will pick up the first down on a QB sneak. Gonna have to run one more play at least before the 2-minute warning. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. This has been an awesome stream. Nice lively chat as always. It feels so good to be back in the mix, man. It's been a long off season. I'm glad the off season's finally over and we're back home where we should be playing football. Quick throw and completion. It's going to be a good season, guys. I believe that. Ricardo Hallman makes the tackle, pick up about 4, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, so definitely have a lot to talk about in the post-game show. Just a reminder, guys, on how this is going to work. We are going to go live for Sean Payton's press conference after this game is over. And then after Sean's presser, that's when we will be doing the post-game show. Really excited to break all this stuff down, guys. And then after the post-game show is over, no doubt we'll have a couple videos to put out. And then we'll be getting into the film study for this game. All kinds of really good stuff to break down. Winners, losers from this game. How the offense looked with Davis Webb calling plays for the first time. The lingering special teams woes that the Denver Broncos have. All of that and more will be broken down after Sean Payton's press conference. Just got to get through this last commercial break here. I love how Red goes after strips while the player's going down. That's how you become the all-time leader in college football in forced fumbles, by doing exactly that. Finally, football is back. I missed the majority of last season. I was deployed. Are you back over on this side of the pond now, Rodney? Thank you very much for your service, by the way. Is it still raining out there? A little bit. Yeah, man, the weather has been crazy. You guys earlier heard that big thunderclap. Oop, gotta go deal with my cat. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Right on, Rodney. Glad you are home. Yeah, I'm with you so far, Jeff, and I haven't seen anybody. Or Florida Jeff in Pensacola Beach, I'm assuming that's what that stands for. Yeah, at this point, Denver's roster's so good that you probably aren't going to find many guys on other teams, but it's always worth a look because there's always going to be that one really good player that passes through waivers or passes on to waivers, and you can claim him. Jonah Ellis looked good. Had a couple of big-time pressures today. Really impressed with what we saw from him. All right, last couple minutes of this ball game. Probably just a couple of running plays and we're donezo. I haven't talked for this long since the draft, man. My voice is going a little bit hoarse. Malcolm Roach on the sideline. Love Malcolm Roach, dude. Bringing the juice, bringing the energy to this team. All right. Uh-oh, bad snap. I think they're going to call false start. Looked like Jordan Miller fell on top of it, but I don't think this play is going to count. I think this is going to be a false start. Yep. So looks like the center did like a double snap or something like that, kind of fidgeted and then snapped it.
The Falcons starting offensive line is really good, except for the right tackle spot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's especially a big deal because they've got two left-handed quarterbacks.
Yep. Yeah, and the Falcons, Caleb McGarry, their solid veteran left tackle, retired in the offseason, or right tackle, he retired in the offseason. Thank you for tuning in, Ethan. Thank you to every single one of you who tuned in. Oh, Panama City Beach. Okay, there you go. 2nd and 10. Strand, and that is inaccurate. Looking for 32 in the flat. 3rd down and 10.
Coach Payton told us a couple things. One, the Broncos have been near first or first in fewest games missed.
Oh, man, I've been sitting for too long. I imagine when Denver gets this ball back, it's going to be a couple of knees and good night, Irene. There's Cortland Sutton talking to Willie Snead on the sideline, veteran receiver for the Saints, who's now starting his coaching career here with his former head coach, Sean Payton. Trying to turkey hole that ball was Jack Strand. Nothing there. 4th and 10. One more heave coming here for Atlanta. So overall, really positive performance for the Denver Broncos. A lot of good things to take away. Nice tipped ball right there by Sean Fresh. Good stuff.
So is his teammate over there, Brent Austin.
Yeah, Coleman looked good. Coleman did look good. 4th down and 10. 3 receivers set to the left side. Climbing the pocket, Strand. His receiver just falls down. Contact, no flag. Brent Austin with the coverage. And that is all she wrote, folks. Dude, Sean Payton made a joke at halftime saying that there were a lot of fans disguised as empty seats in this game. Falcons fans, I get that there's a lot to do in Atlanta on a Friday night, but come on, man. You don't show up to support your team, especially in that nice stadium. Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of contact there with Brent Austin, but they let it go.
Hey, we're in a knee in here. Don't take any timeouts. Let's get everybody out of here healthy.
Yeah, looks like that's exactly.
Yep, taking a knee. We are done, guys. That is the right thing to do. Denver happy with what they saw tonight. So the Denver Broncos are going to get out of here with a 27-7 victory. Of course, in these preseason games, everything but the final score is what matters. But always good to get the win at the end of the day. Denver extends their preseason win streak to 8. We are going to be going live for Sean Payton's post-game press conference. I imagine he's going to go in there, talk to the team, probably eat a banana and go pee, in his words. And then he'll probably be on for the podium. And after that, guys, we'll be going live to discuss this game in full detail in the post-game show. Hope you guys can tune in for it. Be sure to smash the like button, as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a YouTube channel member today, or even better, a supporter on Patreon. Links to do both of those are in the description below. So, Denver Broncos win it 27-7. Sean Payton and Kevin Stefanski meet at midfield. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid.